Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Let me up the gain a little bit here. Let me up the gain a little bit. Let's put it up to 13. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. How's that? Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 1 1 1 1 2 1. What's going on, people? What's happening, people? What's going on, people? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? What's happening? What's happening? I can't hear you. I can't see you. I can't hear you. I can't see you. Let me know in the stream chat if you can hear me, if you can see me properly. Hopefully it's all well and good over there. I'm gonna do something, you know. I'm gonna do something that I didn't think I was going to do, but I think it might be necessary, maybe to limit some of the sounds of my mic beating against the desk. I don't really like them. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like them, but I'm gonna get one of those arms. I think I'm gonna get one of those fucking mic arm things, just so I can move it around when I'm kind of sitting and doing these late night streams and kind of, you know, kind of sitting back in my chair so I don't have to beat. Because I feel like sometimes if you're listening to your headphones, you might hear all these little dings and beps and ticks and tats, and I've got a tendency to, like, you know, fidget a lot, undiagnosed ADHD and shit. So I think for the listening pleasure, although when I listen back to the clips, it doesn't sound too bad. I'm not too sure how people are when it comes to their auditory annoyances and shit. But I think I'm going to, no, I think I probably will. I'm going to get that arm. I need to get a mic arm and just see what that life is like. Because I haven't used one. When I first started streaming, I did use one. When I was first streaming, I did used to use a mic arm, but then I got kind of tired of having to move it, and, you know, just got a bit annoying always having a little thing stuck in the side of your face, you know what I mean? But I think it might be necessary going forward. I think I might need just a mic arm to free up my arms so I can, you know, gesticulate and shit and do all this like wannabe Italian stuff, you know, all this aggressive big black man shit, you know, move my hands around and beat him around and shit. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. We'll do a little experiment. We'll do a little bit of an experiment, right? Where I have the fucking mic flaccid, right? I'll have the mic phallic, sorry. I'll have the flaccid, no, I'll have the microphone phallic in front of my face, and we'll see how that fucking rocks it. We'll see how that fucking microphone phallic, you know, works. You get me? So big up everybody tuning in. Hopefully I can find a black one though. Hopefully I can find a black one. Hopefully I can find a black one, yeah? Send me links. If any of you guys find a black one online, send me links. You send me links, okay? If you find a black one, especially one that where you can see the cables, so maybe they can resemble some veins, you know? Send me. You send me links, okay? We got the stream chat. I went on a fucking 20k step today. I was feeling good about myself. I went on a fucking 20k step walk today. 20k over like what, 2 hours a bit? I think 2 hours and a bit. I put on, because there was a lot of new music I had to kind of listen to. I've got this really cool playlist I've listened to. Actually, this guy puts together this playlist of all these new like dance music tracks I want to get through, because I'm going to do a bit of a long mix at the end of the month. I want to go Pirate Studios and record like a really long like DJ mix, so I need to kind of get refreshed on what's out there. So I just spend the whole time listening to those new songs, adding those new songs from the playlist onto another playlist I'm then going to download and use to my mix. But yeah, 2 hour walk, man, 20k steps. Happy about that. I usually do 10k steps a day, but I added it up to 20k. It wasn't too bad. I think it came up to about 5 miles, 5 to 6 miles, I think, altogether. 5 to 6 miles in the Strava. Not too bad, man. Not too fucking shabby. One thing for sure, when you walk around, especially in London, when you walk around, you're like, yo, this city's full of maybe it's the area that I live in, but I just think in general, London's full of, there's this really cool quote from, I think he's right, what's his name? Ed Sheeran. Big up Ed Sheeran. There's an interview with Ed Sheeran where he's basically saying that no matter what, London is unique because no matter what area of London you're in, there's always a sketchy part. Not just sure if it's like that in every other cities, but London's special in that way. You could be in a posh area, but you walk 5 minutes and there's sketchy stuff going on. It's just a sketchy city. So I just saw like so much sketchy shit. I was offered a fucking blowjob by like 5 different people, 2 of them only being women, right? Like just random people walking up to me saying, "Do you want to play?" Like, you know, some of them had to kind of pretend I didn't hear them. I saw a couple of fights. Walked past many drug deals. You know, like just just very sketchy. Very sketchy. Then my phone battery ran out halfway between the halfway into the walk, so I had to go to like a Paddy Power to go and recharge them. And I was like, wow, man, Paddy. Like I've never been to a Paddy Power, right? Like I don't gamble, I don't bet or anything. But I had to go in there to kind of, because they've got like, I didn't know that, by the way. I had no idea they had it. I just went in there actually to watch the match. I walked past, my battery's dead. I thought, fuck it, let me just pop it and see the fucking Belgium v Iran match, right? And as I walk into the Paddy Power, I see, as you walk in, they've got a little desk. So the Paddy Power betting shop has this cool little desk thing in front of the screen. They've got this massive TV that shows football. Then they've got this little desk where they have like 6 plug sockets and USB things that you can plug your phone in. Plus on the counter, there's those cordless iPhone charger things. You know the thing that charges this. You know that thing that could charge your phone like wirelessly, right? They got this on the table. And plus, they give you free hot drinks, tea, coffee, water, if you want. I was like, wow, man, that's how these gambling companies get you, innit? That's how these gambling companies get you. There's free Wi-Fi in Paddy Power. There's a massive, 62-inch screen showing the football. Then above each kind of like betting gambling thing, there's another screen showing other games. There's like a game corner, and there's like a games bit in the corner where they've got like computers where you can play like online betting stuff. I don't know what that was. I didn't go down there. And they give you unlimited free coffee and free waters and teas. They want to keep you in there gambling your money away, man. Honestly, I was like, I understood. When I was in there for that hour, I really understood why people gamble. It makes all the sense. Plus, there's a cool little vibe in there. All these guys coming in saying hi to each other, joking, smiling. I was like, rah, this is how the gambling companies get you, innit? That's how the gambling companies get you. They make it really comfortable. The Wi-Fi as well no registration required. The Wi-Fi, no email address required. Just quickly, just press, press agree on the terms and condition, and you're on the fucking Wi-Fi, and it's super fucking fast. 6 wall chargers for you to or wall sockets for you to plug your charger into. The wall chargers also have like USB ports if you've got a USB. It's like, what? Honestly, it's so cool. I was like, rah. Paddy Power know what they're doing, man. They know what they're doing. But yeah, I quickly left that spot. And then I just saw more crazy people. So big up people that take the 10k steps. I prefer doing 10k steps walking around. Like I'm different, because when I do it's different. I don't know how you guys are. When I run, I don't mind running around a park like unlimited times. Like I'll run around the park like 10 times. I don't care. I don't get tired of that. But when I walk, I can't just walk around the park, I kind of have to walk to go places. I kind of need to go on a little bit of a mission that I can get my steps in. But I feel like if I walk in a circle, it just gets boring. But I can run I don't know why that is. I can run in a circle like 10 times, but I can't walk in a circle 10 times. I have to go somewhere. But if I go somewhere, I encounter more crazies who offer me blowjobs and shit. I'm like, oh shit, okay, cool, man, cool. Mid-evening, mid-afternoon blowies on the street. You know what I mean? I was like, god damn. But yeah, big up everybody in the stream chat. Big up everybody tuning in. Appreciate you all. So I'm going to try and do 2 shows today. I'm going to try and do this for a couple of hours, then jump off and do a bit of tires before I end, sleep, get to work, and then come back again in the evening. So it's going to be a bit crazy. It's going to be a little bit crazy this evening. It's going to be a little bit crazy. Oh, no shit. Fuck, I started 3 tomorrow. Okay, we'll see. We'll figure it out. But yeah, we'll figure it out. So let's see what we want to do. The first thing we want to do is, okay, let me get the Discord on here. Bear with me, because I think there's a video on there I want to watch. I think it might be by the True Mayor. Maybe we'll start with that True Mayor video. Actually, I just dropped, right? There's a True Mayor video about Brendan and his cars, and there's one about Ghost Gum. Yeah, let's start off with 2. Let's just do 2 Brendan videos back to back. So big up whoever Little Bruises is on the stream chat. Big up whoever Little Bruises is on the fucking Discord. Yeah, big up for posting that. And if you want to post stuff on the Discord, then have me react to it, or we can watch it together as a family. You know what to do. Join the Discord, innit? Link in the description. Join the Discord. We're a big happy family over there. Join the Discord. So big up Little Bruises for this one. New Ghost Gun. Brendan Schaub has hit rock bottom. Let's check this out. Let's check this out. Let's check this out.
The trilogy is almost complete. Just one last ride. Brendan Schaub has hit rock bottom, and it should surprise absolutely nobody.
Nothing.
By the way, just quickly, isn't it quite interesting to see all the locals are suffering? All the locals are like failing and like, you know, going downhill at the same time. I saw a video about Kino, big up Kino Casino. Kino Casino recently revealed that Jeremy Hambley, quarter pounder, right, the quartering, he is now selling all of his stuff. He's getting rid of his massive RC track thing he had in the back garden. He's bulldozing that away. He's allegedly going to put his house on the market and he's going to downsize. So everybody, I think he sold all these old Nintendo NES stuff and other memorabilia shit he had with him. He's going to downsize and kind of live a bit more of a frugal life, obviously because his channel isn't doing as well, especially off the back of the whole like what you call it, Kino Casino Clips channel deplatforming. Brendan's going through what he's going through. Adam 22 on No Jumper. Sorry, Adam 22 for No Jumper couldn't sell. Sorry, one second, let me get some water. Yeah, Adam 22 on No Jumper couldn't sell more than 30 tickets despite having like what, over 1 million subscribers on his No Jumper channel. Who else is failing really bad? Amberlynn Reed, obviously, she's going through what she's going through on TikTok and shit, facing a little bit of backlash on there. So all of the locals are suffering. The only one that's not really suffering that much is probably DSP, but he's suffering in a way because he's kind of developed this new gambling addiction now with the Pokemon cards. But yeah, Wings of Redemption retired from the internet. He hasn't come back since, to be honest. Boogie's going through something too. I think I remember seeing a video about Ozzy Cobb. So it looks like the rubber is meeting the road. Finally, some of these fucking locals are having real world consequences because I don't know. Maybe because I like an ending. I'm not too sure because there's some people out there, right? There's some people out there that like to milk continuously. Like maybe I'm not the same. I'm not the same as others when it comes to like how I cover locals and shit or talk about them, because I want to see an end. I don't know if that sounds dark, but I want to see an end. Like I want it to end at some point. Like some point you have to stop getting away with it. You know what I mean? It can't go on forever. But I think some people like to just milk it forever. You know, they want these guys to be around. I don't. I want DSP and those guys to face real world consequences because they're awful people. You know, like bullshit awful people should face real life consequences where everything that they kind of took for granted gets taken away from them. But I think some people would prefer just to like, no, just keep them alive, man. Keep funding. Like that's why there's this weird like hater support system going on where like some of the biggest haters watch a lot of the stuff and support these locals and keep them afloat so they can keep making videos about them. But me personally, I don't like that. Do you know what I mean? If some of these guys disappear tomorrow, I mean, I'd be fucking smiling. I wouldn't give a fuck. And I think I just like to see an end of the story. I want to see how it fucking ends. You know, it can't just keep going on forever. Like there has to be a conclusion to the story. But it's just funny how, looking from the outside in, all of these guys are like finally facing something, you know, at the same time. The Quartering, Brendan Shaw, Wings of Redemption, Boogie 2988, Amberlynn Reed. I don't know who else I can think of. Like they're all having, you know what I mean, their moment where like things are getting real, you know, things are getting real. So yeah, good to see.
Better. It's true. Than that.
Given how falsely he was propped up in comedy and essentially undid himself over years of incompetence, bullying, and lying, going from getting millions of views on his podcast to just a fraction of that. Now, decline is basically inevitable on social media, especially nowadays where attention spans are so low. If you aren't pumping out constant, non-stop slop, it's pretty much impossible to keep up, especially if your content requires a lot of work. Some of the best channels on YouTube right now are being dwarfed in terms of viewership and money when you compare them to content farms. It's just inevitable that in an environment like this, people decline. I mean, you could argue PewDiePie has declined from his absolutely insane peak, which I guess if we're looking at numbers, technically it is true, but I don't think anyone would argue that he failed. I mean, of course.
That's the thing that's not, I don't know how that works with Brendan and those guys because they haven't changed the amount of stuff they put out. You know, that's the funny thing. I get what he means. Like everyone's views are like suffering across the board, whether you're a big streamer, a big content creator, middle of the road, you know, small, whatever. Everyone's suffering, right? But he said, oh, if you don't stop putting out slop, people are just going to go somewhere else, right? There's just too much competition around. We're all kind of competing for like a very small pool of viewers, right? But if that's the case, why did Brendan, like, I've always been of the thinking that Brendan lost a lot of his fans on his own. Sorry, Brendan lost a lot of his viewers based on his own actions, not because, oh, the podcast bubble burst. I think there's been various things. Like I always say, I think people don't really put enough value or credence on the amount of fans they lost during COVID. People don't put it, because that was really divisive. That was really divisive, and I think Brendan was probably at one of his most annoying when COVID was happening, with like all the fucking pseudoscience, virology shit that he was espousing. I think they lost a bunch of fans during COVID, and obviously at every other interval where Brendan did like a dumb thing, you know, the Bobby Lee shit, the Kalila shit, the fucking Annie Liederman shit. There was always a moment, you know what I mean, where, so I think, yes, the podcast bubble affected him, but I think a lot of it had to do with his personality over time. It just became, like, even now, look at the live show. The live show of people who are watching T-Fat-K live or watching the Thick Boy live, those are the diehards that actually like Brendan, you know? They kind of like him despite his faults. He doesn't really have any casual fans. All those people that are on those stream chats, they're like fans that have been watching him for like more than 10 years, essentially. All the casual fans he had, they're all gone because they can't, you know what I mean? They can't put up with his behavior or whatever, his attitude or the way he speaks. So I don't know, because his content hasn't stopped. Like he hasn't really taken that big breaks. Think about it. He hasn't taken many big breaks. He's still putting out 2 episodes of T-Fat-K a week. Before, I think it was 3, right? Before it was 3. Now it's 2. I don't know. The content hasn't really diminished that much. If anything, it's more to do with his personality turning people off or away.
Of course not, right? But sometimes you are pumping out content nonstop and still decline. The Grim Reaper comes for everyone eventually, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but some declines are more pathetic than others.
I'm in tremendous pain! I'm in tremendous pain! Help me out!
Like this guy, he needs to like, this guy needs a real life wake up call as well. Some of these locals on here, again, I'm just different. I like to see some real life punishments because you know, it's like, come on, bro, like, y'all niggas can't be this lucky, you know? Y'all niggas can't keep getting away with this. They can't keep getting away with this. Like, there needs to be some real life consequence. Like, some of these motherfuckers have been making money on the internet for like 30 years, having stinky personalities. Like, nah, it has to end at some point. It has to end. It has to, right? It has to, right? Or not? Or is Boogie and fucking, what's his girl's name again? His child bride, Desi, yeah. Or are Boogie and Desi destined to be here, you know, in 20 years time? I don't know. Let's see.
Help me! I'm in so much pain! I'm in so much pain! I'm in so much pain!
It's one thing to slowly lose
Tipples. He's slightly a legend, you know? I fucking hate him, but he's slightly a fucking legend.
relevance, especially by choice, and disappear into the background. It's another thing to have your downfall be completely public and have everyone mock you throughout it. And I think as someone who does stuff online, it's absolutely essential to have a backup plan, whether that's a degree.
Hey yo, big up Josie, what you saying? Yo, big up Coiler, what you saying, guy? Big up Josie, what you saying here? That Nick Rikiada lost. Oh my god, Nick Rikiada. I ain't just start covering Nick Rikiada. I ain't just start covering Nick Rikiada on here because I saw a thumbnail of him talking about something. I wish I would have saved it. I was like, oh my god, he looks fucked. He's meant to be on probation, you know. He's meant to be on probation, I think. He's got strict rules around what he can drink or drugs he can consume. But I don't know, he looks really fucked up to me. That doesn't look like a guy that's like sober. Like he's always wearing glasses, but like not like mine. He's like wearing like he's wearing glasses like he just left an afters, you know? That's what he looks like actually. That's what he looks like. He looks like he just left an after. Oh my god. I walked past a house today, I was like, rah, man. I was like, rah, look at the contrast. When I went on my 10k little walk today, I walked past a house where there was like an afters and they were all coming out. You know, some of them were coming out to get in an Uber. And I was like, wow, bro. I think it was like 8 p.m. I was like, you niggas are here at 8 p.m. You know, those are some. I don't think I could do that anymore. I think I've got the energy to go to a rave, do my shit, and go home. I don't think I have an energy to go to a rave from like 9 till 6 a.m. and then go to an afters from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. at someone's house. I can't do that. But it was quite cool to see them all walking out. They was all staggering and chucking little fucking tins of cans in the fucking bin. The people in the house were like trying to hide from the light. It's really funny. It was really funny. I was like, Jesus Christ, 8 p.m. You're leaving an afters on a Sunday at 8 p.m. Crazy. Big up the people out there though, still getting it in. But yeah, Rikiada is something, bro. Nick Rikiada is. There's no way that guy is sober. There's no way Nick Rikiada is sober.
Investments, workability, whatever. How many athletes, movie stars, musicians go broke because they just aren't relevant anymore? It's called lifestyle creep, where the more you earn, the more you spend. For example, you get a promotion at work. Now you change your apartment to a more expensive one. You buy more nice clothes.
I'm never doing that, by the way. I'm never doing that. This is something that I've never understood. I am never, ever doing that. Ever doing that. If anything, the one thing I will do is just make sure that the abode that I have, the place that I have, is just suited for the stream. So I have my one room to stream, my one room to sleep, and that's it. Bare minimum. But this whole lifestyle creep thing where you start to like increase your expenditure because you start making more is such a fool's errand. Because this thing ain't gonna last forever. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking dumb. I never understood that thing. And you know what also I never understood? I think that's what Brendan does. It's this thing of like, it's one thing to maybe enjoy that level. Like, I don't begrudge anybody that's like, you know what, fuck it, I wanna buy a Ferrari. But with Brendan, I got the feeling like he was like, this is me, this is where I belong, you know? There was like a sense of like, no, this is where I always should be. And then you're trying to chase it to like stamp it. You know what I mean? It was a weird thing. It wasn't like he was just happy to just have those things finally because he was always wanted them. It felt like he was vindicated. Like, yeah, see, I told you I was gonna make it. I told you. And then that creates a whole different thing where you're trying to like chase it. You want to prove to yourself that you can do it and that you can stay at that level, thus spending more money to keep up with the Joneses and to keep appearances. And most likely, knowing Brendan, he thinks about the haters a lot, in my opinion. I think he thinks about the haters and the trolls a lot. So I wonder how much of those purchases were done specifically to like piss off the haters. Or see, they thought I was down. See, they thought I was, you know what I mean? Look at the house. It's bigger than the LA one. Look at the cars. I got more. You know? I wonder if a lot of that stuff was just done simply to get back at people like Unique and shit. Which is kind of pathetic. Not kinda, very, very, very pathetic.
You're saving the same amount of money you were before the promotion, if not less. That's at just a normal job. Social media is a different demon because that money doesn't just stay stagnant. It can go.
Hey, yo, Coiler, time out yourself, bro. Time out yourself. Time out yourself.
Away within a few weeks. It's maybe the most volatile job ever in terms of highs and lows, hence why the average YouTube channel lifespan is.
Again, no, you don't know me, bro. You say that until you. No, it's not true. I've had a lot of money before. I've lost it. I've not changed anything. If anything, the only thing I changed, like I said, just my abode and maybe my frequencies of going to my Berlin trips. But I'm not that kind of guy anyway. I'm not flossy like that. And if anything, you know, I just like to be comfortable. Simple as that, really. I just like to be comfortable, have the people near me looked after, and that's it. But this stuff is crazy. This stuff is crazy. What he's talking about is different. At one point, Brendan had why should Brendan, like, think about it clearly like this, right? At some point, Brendan had, like, how many two-seater cars did he have? Like 4. Was it 4 two-seater cars? I think it was 4. At some point, Brendan had 4 two-seater cars. At that point, I don't think Billy was born, but he did have 2 kids. He had 2 kids and a wife, but he had 4 two-seater cars. 4. Come on, bro. I'm not saying you to be as frugal as me, but maybe just buy one. Maybe just keep the Porsche GTR free, whatever that car is, with the pink roll cage. Maybe keep that one car, and then have another like bigger car for your fucking family. But you really need 4 two-seater cars, 4 of them. Like, who are you doing that for at this time? You know what I mean? Who are you doing that for? Are you doing that for yourself? Or are you doing that to like keep up appearances? Like, and just because the money's there doesn't mean you have to spend it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't agree that, oh, there's things that you can do, you can save, whatever. Like, it's not necessary. It's not necessary. But we're all different, isn't it? We're all different. It is what it is. I guess the point of it is not even just to begrudge his spending. If he wouldn't have been so unlikable, it wouldn't have mattered really, innit? Forget his spending, forget watching his pockets really. If he just wasn't so unlikable, Brendan, I think he'll be fine, you know? But he's truly like really down to his core a very unlikable person. And I think unfortunately that kind of energy, when you put it out there, do you know what I mean? This is what happens, isn't it?
Like 1.5 years, anything beyond 2 years, there's a good argument to just call that a win and move on.
Yeah, of course, big up Automake. I'll definitely have my fun, but I mean, my expenditure won't be that much as what it is now. Do you know what I mean? When Brendan started making the big bucks, he immediately went crazy and got like a fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like, honestly, like, again, maybe Automaker's got a point. Maybe it's easier for me to speak about it now because I'm not there yet, right? I get it. But I truly can say, hand on heart, I've had more, like, you know, disposable income than I have now to do crazy things, and I didn't do it. But I really think there's a limit. There's what I heard. Oh, Kino Casino again. Big up Kino Casino. I heard on Kino Casino they were saying that the Quartering is putting his house up for sale, maybe, but allegedly the Quartering's house is like 8,000 square feet or something crazy like that, if I'm not mistaken. And if I'm not mistaken, the Quartering hasn't got no kids. It's just him and his wife, I think, and his dog, or maybe his dogs. The Quartering's got no kids, and he's got a house of like 5+ bedrooms. Why? That's what I'm talking about. Can him and his wife live in a comfortable 3-bedroom house that's a bit spacious? Cool. But plus 5 bedrooms and you've got no kids. Why do you have that? Just because you can have it. That's what I mean about excessive. Excessive. It's just too much. It's not necessary. And that catches up with you in the end.
I know people on social media who have had that as their jobs. I know them personally that have gone from making.
But big up the real Robbie Cooper. Why do you think people do that? Because Chin does it too. I don't think that's uncommon. Because I get wanting to live by yourself, right? I get wanting to have your own space. But what do you think it is about people that want to have more rooms than what they need? Like Chin at the moment lives in I think Chin's crib is like 3-bedroom, right? I'm pretty sure it's 3-bedroom. Yeah, I think Chin's crib now is 3-bedroom in Austin, Texas, and it's just Chin. No dog, no nothing. Unless he's got like a secret girlfriend, he lives there with her. There's no one else in there. Then you got the Quartering thing. Even my guy Darkside Phil, he's the same. Darkside Phil's condo, or he's like, you know, his house in his gated community. I think Darkside Phil's house is also like 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, and it's only him and his wife and his cat. I wonder what it is about people that do that don't have many dependents, but like have a home. Are you buying that because you think you might have a family later, or do you just want to floss and have I don't get it. It's an extra room you have to vacuum. It's another extra room you have to dust. You know what I mean? It's another extra room you have to clean the windows of. It's another extra room you got to fucking ventilate. It's just a hassle. Like, why would you want a room you don't use? Like, it's so weird.
$10,000 a month to less than $500. So what happens when you mix a downfall, no backup plan, one of the most expensive lifestyles you could possibly live, and an out of control ego? You get Brendan Schaub.
Then it's like, oh no, he's legitimately insane.
A man who needs no intro.
Legimmy.
Brendan Schaub.
Then it's like, oh no, he's legitimately insane.
Control ego. You get Brendan Schaub.
Then it's like, oh no, he's legitimately insane.
Legitimately insane is crazy. And nobody corrects him, by the way. That's the thing I hate the most. None of his friends correct him. There's two people sat there, right? Tiny Nick, as Young God Vibes could like hilariously called him, right? You got Tiny Nick there, Tiny Nick, and you got Chinny Chin Chin, and no one says anything. Legimmy insane. Isn't English your first language? You fucking cunt. Legimmy insane. Legimmy. No one says anything. Are you that scared of him to tell him, hey, it's actually legitimate? It's actually legit. Like, you know, you can just say legit if you can't say legitimately. Just say legit. Legimmy. Legimmy.
A man who needs no introduction. You know him, I know him. He's perhaps the greatest meme to come out of this channel. I think the reason I love talking about him is because no matter what choice he makes, it's always the wrong one. It's like flipping a coin 100 times, and every time not only is it tails, but
Jesus Christ, that clip. By the way, big up Coiler. Chin's living in a kid's dream where he thinks he needs a room for every hobby. Yeah. True. Yeah, because one room's a gym, and then one room's his podcast studio. What's the thing called? Control center, isn't it, right? And one place is a bedroom. Chin doesn't need a bedroom turned into a gym. Yeah, Chin probably needs to go to a gym. If there's one person that needs to go to an actual gym and maybe be around people, you know, maybe catch the eye of some cute girls, it's probably Chin, isn't it? Chin needs to be in a gym. He should probably go to a proper gym. He should go to one of those. What's that gym in America that you've got that's like a purple and yellow? It's a bit hood. I think everyone goes. I think it's really cheap. What's that gym? You should go to whatever that gym is. That purple yellow one with all the equipment's like purple and yellow. You should go there. And housewives aren't just expensive. Crickets, Planet Fitness. Yeah, that's the one. You should go to Planet Fitness. You should go to Planet Fitness and just, you know, catch some jokes. Maybe tell some stories. You know, maybe get fucking recognized. It's $20 a month. Wow. That's an incredible deal. Is it 24 hours? It's not, right? Fucking hell. £20 a month is crazy good. £20 a month is insanely good. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's so crazy. Oh. It's 24 hours. Oh my god. Pizza spot as well. Depends, but it's like a year. That is so good. That is so good, man. That is so fucking good. Big up Planet Fitness. My gym, I go to Pure Gym. There's different ones around London. They're 24 hours. They're pretty good. I pay like £35 a month. No, 38. Is it 35? 35 to £38 a month. I'm not sure. One of them. So let's say I pay £40 basically. I pay £40 a month. It's 24 hours. And it's pretty decent for what it is. It's called Pure Gym. It's pretty decent. It's basically like a Planet Fitness of the UK. But yeah, wow, £20 is crazy though. £20 is fucking crazy.
you managed to hurt yourself in the process. Since we last checked in on Brendan, he's moved to Texas to finally follow Joe Rogan, which has basically spiraled his life out of control. He is now getting kicked out of Little League baseball games.
Hold on, is that included in your price? Big up unknown. The massage, is that included in the monthly price? You don't have to pay extra for it. £20 a month gets you a black membership, tanning beds included. Has showers, massage, tanning beds. All that is included in the 25. Not nothing. You have to pay nothing on top. God damn, big up Coiler. Equinox of Vida would blow. Yeah, I really want to go Equinox. Oh my god. I think on mine, there's an all-in membership on mine at Pure Gym. There's an all-in one that I think might be 45. That also includes the classes. So if I want to go to the classes that they have Monday to Friday, it's an extra 25. But they have weird add-ons on my one. They have the add-ons where if you pay a bit more, like £5 a month more, you get access to like a special vending machine where they have like energy drinks and shit on tap. Have you guys got that? Pure Gym is weird like that. Where they have like if you add more money, you get like a membership. I think it's like 50 a month or something. 50 a month in total. You get access to all the fucking locations in London. And you also get access to you get a code for a special membership, for the special vending machine. No, vending machine? Is it a vending machine? Whatever. It's a vending machine, but it has like energy drinks on tap.
Trying and failing to do MMA commentary.
With the very best, beating some of the best, beating the likes of Jake Shields.
His wife is a breath away from OnlyFans, and Bop Up.
Right, I didn't realize how naked she looked there, by the way. I didn't realize how naked she looked in that fucking colored jumpsuit.
Jake Shields.
His wife.
Your mama free and you got your snatch out in the field like that. What the fuck was she thinking, bro? You're a mother. I completely forgot. She looks naked. If you kind of like do this, right? If you kind of like look away from the screen quickly, she looks like she's stark naked, bro. Slow Joe was not playing around, in it. During the end of her LA era, she was like, you know.
Beating some of the best. Beating the likes of Jake Shields.
His wife is a breath away from OnlyFans, and Bappa apparently has not been able to pay his mortgage. They're currently selling their house, which has decreased in value, meaning they might have to default. Yet despite falling into more irrelevancy than
They sold their house, by the way.
ever, he's still being called out in the mainstream by people who haven't heard of him when he tells his classic egregious lies. So let's...
That didn't get spoken about enough, did it? Did I make a video about that? Did I make a clip? I think I did make a clip of that. That didn't get spoken about enough. That didn't get spoken about enough. Former UFC fighter reveals he took phone away from Kim Kardashian and Kanye West son during play date. Yo, big up, Chris Mack.
9 days till July 1st. How close Route to 190 pounds? 20 pounds bet.
If I had to guess, because I need to get a new scale next week. So remember, I'll get on Wednesday. I'll get a scale on Wednesday. If I had to guess, right now, sitting here right now, talking to you right now, I'm probably like 230. But that's obviously coming down from like 250, 260. Right now, I think I'm 230. If I had to guess, I think I'm nearest 230. If it's 220, I'm shocked. I'll be like, oh my God, wow. But if I had to guess off the top of my head, probably 230. So what's that? Losing what? 50 pounds in 9 days? Like, no, 40 pounds in 9 days. So I have to lose 40 pounds in 9 days. We'll try, innit? We'll try. We'll give it a good go. You know me. It's never over until it's over. You know me. It's never over until it's over. So we're going to give it a good go. We're going to give it a good fucking go, okay? We're going to give it a good fucking Angolan go, all right? We're going to give it a go.
You have a gun?
I went 209 to 182 in past 4 weeks. Hashtag no excuses.
You said 4 weeks. You said you get 9 days. What are you talking about? Chris Mack, 209 to 182. Congratulations in the past 4 weeks. I'm saying 9 days. I went from 250 beginning of the month all the way down to... Come on, bro. Congratulations to you, but come on, man. Come in some slack. I went from 250 to 230. 250 to 230. 250 to 230. Come on, man. Come on. Recognize my thing, man. All right. Look, Chris Mack, look. When July 1st comes around, I'll get on the scale. I'll take a picture of my crusty feet and we'll go from there. All right. Either you're sending me 20 quid on PayPal or I'm sending you 20 quid on PayPal. One way or the other, someone's getting 20 quid. Okay? One way or another, someone is getting 20 quid. Okay. Now you fucking made me pumped now. Now you got me all pumped up now. I just want to go out and run again. I already did 20. I just want to go out and just nah. You got people doubting me and mocking me and shit. All right. We got Chris Mack. I needed that. You got people mocking me, doubting me, calling me a liar, saying that I'm Bert Kreischer and shit out here, telling stories. All right, cool, man. Y'all niggas want to see me go mad? You want to see me angry? I'm gonna be angry. Let's go.
So let's start with the money. Brendan is the classic case of, what do I want right now? Okay, I'm gonna get that. $100,000 truck? Sure. Hundreds of dollars in expensive clothes? Why not?
You see what I mentioned earlier? I haven't even watched this video yet. But that was like me. I haven't even watched this video yet. You see what I was talking about earlier? This is what I'm talking about. This unnecessary spending. Why?
A multi-million-dollar home when your only income is a declining podcast? That's an investment, my friend. Now, here's the interesting part. Brendan's podcast numbers aren't actually that bad on...
Yo, big up Ultimate. You're 230. Yeah, I'm 230, but I'm also 6'3". I'm 6'3". I'm also 6 foot. I'm also 6 foot, and I'm also, you know, I'm also black. You know, so I'm, you know, although I've got a bit of flub, I'm still pretty muscular. You get me? I'm still pretty hench. So my 230 is not the same as everyone else's 230. You get me? Plus, I've got, you know, I've got a fucking big bum. You know, that just, so I've probably got 30 pounds my bum alone. My bum is already 30 pounds, I think. Could I get lipo on my bum or something? Maybe it's my bum that's holding me back. Maybe it's my bum. My bum's thing is holding me back really. Maybe I should get some lipo on my bum. Maybe I should just like inject some Retta in my bum, just straight in my bum. Forget the gut, just inject it straight into my bum.
The surface, like certainly not good, but if this was a one-man show, they'd be doing okay. Sure, each video is low, but they pump them out like crazy. I'd assume they're making some okay money. Here's the problem though. Remember when I mentioned lifestyle creep? These numbers look decent, but you have to take into account the expenses. Brendan has ridiculously expensive tastes. How many fucking stupid trucks has this guy bought? How many goofy ass outfits worth a lot of money? He bought this insane house in LA.
Like, but to be fair to him though, this house looks insane, but it wasn't that big, was it? It was just, was it 5 bedrooms? Bedroom for him and his wife, bedroom for the boys, 1 each for the daughter. Is that normal, do you think? I don't know. If it was me, I'd probably have Boston and Tiger sleeping in the same room, and then have Billy only sleeping in her room by herself. At a certain age, you know, depending. I don't know what age it is. 2, 3, that kids get their own room. But I think that would be what I'll do. When Billy's born, maybe have her sleeping in a cot next to you in the main bedroom. Then as she grows and you're trying to get her on her own sleeping schedule, she sleeps in her own room. But do Bosty and fucking Tiger need their own rooms? And they're like quite similar ages. Maybe they can get their own rooms when they become teenagers, no? Whenever Tiger's 13, he gets his own room. I don't know.
It's alleged Brendan made $1.6 million off a podcast deal, which stiffs some other creators like Theo Von. Now, if this is true, it means Brendan could likely afford his home in LA, which he did sell for at least a $500,000 markdown than they asked. He bought it for $3 million, sold it for $3.6, which is not bad actually. If you exclude the fact the house probably wasn't paid off, you have to pay more taxes in California when you sell something, and you have to pay for a real estate agent. Now, it's impossible to know exact figures. All I know is what he says, which is he's having trouble paying for his mortgage now that he's moved to Texas. Yes, instead of realizing his career was fading and downsizing, and I mean he had the perfect opportunity when he moved to Texas to just do something a little more modest, which is what a smart, humble person would do, he doubled down and bought a ridiculously expensive house in Texas. You'll go broke trying to pretend you're...
But I think the Texas thing is just more so Brendan's lack of preparation. That's what I think happened with Texas. I think Brendan truly didn't know. I don't think he knew. I don't think Brendan had any idea about the property taxes. I think he went into it thinking he could live way cheaper over there, you know? When really, in fact, he might have got more bang for his buck on the house, but day to day, he's paying more living out there in that mansion, you know? Because of how property taxes work out. But I think that was less to do with him trying to double down and live lavish and just him thinking, oh, I can live in the same crib that I've got in LA and Texas for cheaper. But, you know, when he got out there, he realized really quickly that's not the case.
You're not. This should be no surprise to any of you, though, as Brendan isn't the smartest tool in the shed. And that is a direct quote from him, by the way.
You're talking about a guy who's already lost his ability to make a living from Mexican dick pills. Like, why would he ever just take something off the shelf at GNC?
Well, we're not giving the guy kudos because he's the smartest tool in the shed.
Sharpest
tool
what
in
I
the
say. Smartest tool in the shed.
Trying to insult somebody else for not being smart and then fucking up that saying is peak Brendan, isn't it? Trying to insult somebody else for not being smart, trying to joke on somebody else for being dumb, and then you fucking up such a simple, commonly said saying is peak Brendan. Look at that studio though, man. Look at that studio. Look at that thick boy. Honestly, this look, at the time we laughed at this, right? Remember? At the time we joked about the studio. Oh my god, look at how shit it looks. Now looking back, that looks fucking amazing. Compared to what they got now, this studio looks like the office of like a startup or something, you know? It looks really fucking cool, or like of an advertising agency. Now compared to what they have now, this Thick Boy Studios looks so cool. Plus all the studio rooms on the outside, you know, like different, like crazy. What's that? I don't. What's that? Bert made fun of him for it when he went out and bought the same thing. What's that? What's that? I don't know. I don't think asked Brendan to move to TK once. We got saying here like the Schaubs will be next year. A bunch of families of 5 and 2-bedroom apartments. Yeah. Oh, what for like what's Bert Studios called again? Actually, did Bert buy a studio or did he move back home and do it? Oh no, you're right, Collar. Yeah, you're right. You are right. Didn't Leanne put her foot down or something, right? Because before they were recording out of his house. That was the place where he got drugged by Ari. And I think Leanne said something and he had to like move it or something, right? Something happened. Because I know Tom's got that big studio for his Your Mum house, and Bert built his own one too to film the fucking, what's it called? Something's Burning on his own show. But I think it had to do with Leanne Kreischer. I think Leanne Kreischer said something. He tried to get all of this intern to do the OF and it got weird, yeah.
He also has to rent this insane podcast studio, which apparently, to his credit, was downsized to be an abandoned barn.
That's actually a good idea, isn't it? That's actually I wonder if that's actually a better idea. Big up Jack Donny Jr. Is it a better idea if you got that kind of money to just buy a second crib that's nearby instead of buying an actual studio space or renting a studio space? I know it's 2 mortgages, but that might be actually a better idea, you know? Have like a second crib where, I don't know, maybe some of your production staff, if they want to sleep there, they can and pay rent. Then you make some of your money back. You could just give them fucking subsidized rent charges or fees if that's a thing. And it's not going to be too far from where you actually live. And it might be easier to fucking sound insulate, maybe. I don't know.
In Texas.
And it's a fixer-upper. And to me, that's fine because it's a fixer-upper because we're going to build a set regardless. It's on theme with the whole Texas thing too. It's just like like a barn.
We don't know how much his studio/barn is worth, but what we do know is he's getting sued by his old studio in Calabasas for not paying rent. Not sure if Brendan thought if you just move out of town, your lease is canceled, but okay.
You think he thought that? Do you think he thought that? Do you think Brendan actually thought if you just move, it automatically cancels your lease? You think Brendan thought that? Like, if you move out, it automatically cancels your lease? He's fucking crazy, man. 44-year-old man with 3 kids and, like, just doesn't have a clue about anything. Just refuses to do research, refuses to, like, have knowledge, information, like, just all vibes, man. Fucking hell.
So it's hilarious seeing Thick Boy on a legal document. It's weird because I remember watching this saga play out in LA and thinking, well, the only reason he's staying.
Oh, okay, cool. So maybe I'll knock that idea on the head. You're not gonna get good mortgage if you don't live there, I don't think. Plus taxes. Okay, fair play. But all expenses, second house or capex, yeah. 1B. What you guys saying? Hold on, let me scroll up a little bit. What you guys saying here? What are you guys saying here? Jesus Christ. Big up. Is this right? Big Jesus Christ. Okay. Big up Chris Mack. Big up Chris Mack. Oh my god. I've been hiking 2.5 miles in the AM, 6ish and 6ish at night in a 40 so what you're doing 5. So basically you're doing the same as now. I'm doing like 4 miles, isn't it? No, I'm doing 4. You're doing a bit more. You're doing 5. So I'm doing like 4 miles a day. You're doing like 5. Nice. In a 4-pound weighted vest. I'm not doing the weighted vest. I am the weighted vest. And using kettlebells 3 times a week. Yep, nice. I do about the same when it comes to weight training. And row 4 mornings a week. I'm definitely not rowing. I just do the sprints and shit and the running and the walking. That's most of the cardio that I'm doing. And I'm gonna get my bike back as well tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna go get my bike back tomorrow, so I'll get some extra mileage on my bike as well. And a ketogenic diet. My diet's been a bit all over the place. It's been good largely in terms of fasting, but in terms of what I'm eating, it's been a bit. You know what I mean? It's been a bit of a mad one, but yeah, that's really good, man. Well done, cool. Well done, Chris Mack. That's really fucking good. Really fucking good. The 2-a-days really help. The 2-a-days are brutal, but they really help. If you really want to supercharge your fucking weight loss, the 2-a-days really do work. Like that 1 week I was doing 2-a-days, like, well, brutal, but it really does work, man. It really does work. You get in a bit of a flow state. You know, you wake up in the morning, you get your fucking one train done, you come back again, you just, do you know what I mean? But the only thing that I hate about this stuff is that I'm having to wash my training gear so much. I know it's like first world problem, but that's the only thing that's annoying. You have to constantly be washing your fucking training gear, especially in the heat I'm in now. It's the stench that comes off of me when I'm sweating.
In Los Angeles is to wait out the lease on his studio so that he could downsize. But apparently that's not what's happening. I don't really know why they stayed in LA for so long, but they clearly didn't leave on good terms. So they can't afford the house they bought because Brendan Schaub is making comments about being broke on podcasts now, which he's been taking out on his son.
Tiger and I were driving to practice. He goes, Dad, what do you want for birthday? I'm all, do you have $100,000 cash?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
You can't help me. Can you cover the mortgage and payroll? Oh, you can't? Well, you're not fucking helping me, buddy, are you?
And speaking of his son, he recently got caught lying about him being friends with Kim Kardashian and Kanye West's son. When Saint West came over to play, like naming your kid Saint, that's gotta be blasphemous, right? So Brendan took the kid's phone, then told his son not to hang out with that kid anymore.
How often are you kids on phones or tablets?
Never.
Never.
We don't have them. But that's one of the reasons we had to have one of Tiger's friends stop coming over, Saint, because he'd come over, he had a cell phone at 6. And instead of playing with T and Bossy in the backyard, he was on his phone. I go, oh, but I took it from him, and no one ever does. I go, oh, buddy, we don't have cell phones in this house. I don't want my kids getting used to that. So if you're going to come over and play, there's no cell phones. And then I get pretty rude. I go, fuck them.
Yeah,
I tell T, fuck them.
Now this would be believable because I think Brendan is just that insane if it wasn't Kim Kardashian and Kanye's son. And if Brendan didn't have a wife who documented literally everything on social media for the world to see. Spoiler alert, they have iPads. Speaking of his wife, it looks like money is so tight that she's trying to start an
Also, the Saint West thing is like, it's somewhat believable because I think they're the same age, right? So I can, you know what the thing with Brendan, there's always like a kernel of truth in his lies. So could I see a scenario where Tiger was invited to Saint West's birthday party or something and they've met for sure? Like I could definitely, because I think they went to the same school, whatever that fucking school is, Sierra Canyon, no, whatever that school is, that school is that all the fucking famous people's kids go to in LA. The one that Kanye didn't want Northwest to go to, right? So I'm pretty sure Saint goes there. So if that's the case, and they're in the same school, about the same age, probably have the same interest, I can see them being like, it's whatever. It's not that big of a deal, just kids. But Brendan then takes that one occasion where Tiger may have hung out with Saint at school, or may have been invited to his house, or whatever, just that one kernel of truth, and changes it into this whole story about them coming over to the house and him telling him he can't be like, what? Just crazy, man. Crazy.
F. Well, not officially, but she's posting constant thirst traps on Instagram. I mean,
I'm sorry, but this is funny. I like this. You're not gonna make me not like her because of this. I like this because I don't think I've ever seen this before. This is quite creative. I don't think I've ever seen this before. The only thing I've seen that's close to this is when DJs. There's a lot of like DJs now in the scene, especially hot ones, that will DJ without a bra. So they'll buy like a 2XS Brazil top or something, right? Or some sort of like vest top, and they'll DJ with no bra on. So when you're playing, you're dancing around and your fucking little tits are jumping around the place. And that'd be a cool way to kind of get a lot of people to kind of click on your shit, you know? So it's a good way to kind of first trap. But I've never seen that sort of first trap where like you're punching a heavy bag and you're like purposely like jiggling your bum. I've never seen that before. Never seen that. That's kind of creative. I'm not gonna lie, because you're meant to kind of like, when you're punching, you're meant to come from your hips anyway, right? That's what they say, right? It's meant to come up from your hips. So she's technically doing what you should be doing, right? Coming in from the hips, but she's adding a little bit of jiggle.
OF. Well, not officially, but she's posting constant thirst traps on Instagram. I mean, literally anything to get her ass out. While also,
honestly, that is so good. That is so good, bro. That is so fucking good. The little fucking jiggle on purpose, you know? Look at that. Come on, man. That is so good. That's kind of creative. That's actually kind of creative.
Trying to start an OF. Well, not officially, but she's posting constant thirst traps on Instagram. I mean, literally anything to get her ass out. While also posting like family.
But Koila, you and I both, my friend. You and I both. You and I both.
Style mommy blogger content, and it's sad because she has 3 kids, 2 of which are prepubescent boys. Maybe this type of stuff would fly in Los Angeles, I don't know, but I doubt it flies in Texas. These poor kids are gonna get bullied so hard because their mom has to show off her ass on Instagram for, like, honestly, I don't really know why. And when I say she's showing off her ass, I mean she's showing off her full diaper, because that's what this looks like. And yes, in case you were wondering, there are photos of her children right next to these. I've done the liberty of blurring their faces out because she won't. And if you thought that was bad, not only is she humiliating herself and her kids, but Brendan too.
I wonder, like, hopefully they do a Q&A. Hopefully they do a Q&A. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Is that covered? Can you see that in the stream? Oh, you can't, can you? Can't. You can't see that. Brenda's bums out. Hopefully they do it in the Q&A. Hopefully they do this in the Q&A. Hopefully they do this in the Q&A. But I wonder if someone will ask in the Q&A when they do it together, like, how are you okay with just putting your kids on social media full blast like that? Especially given Brendan's reputation online, the amount of hate that he gets and shit. Why are you doing that? Like, why don't you blur their face? Like, do your kids not have a choice in their privacy online? Like, you're not that famous. Like, why are you putting your kids over social media like that? I'll be interested to know what our answer is, because it's kind of weird. You know what I mean? You're not that well known. You know what I mean? I don't know. I wouldn't say she's an influencer. You're not that noteworthy. Like, why are you putting your kids all over social media with their faces on full blast? No fucking emojis, no blur, nothing.
If this is what being a successful podcaster is, I don't want it. You might think that I'm exaggerating her doing an OnlyFans soon, but listen to Brendan talk to Brian Callen about his daughter maybe doing an OnlyFans.
Great baseball.
My daughter turns 18, flying to LA.
Holy shit.
How about that?
18 can start an OnlyFans.
Call me old-fashioned, but seeing women degrade themselves to filming porn in order to make money, to me, is a sign of a collapsing society. I mean, we know all the harms that porn can do. OF and corn, in my opinion, is an absolute poison that is damaging the minds of everyone who consumes it. You know what the messed up thing is? It's not even all our faults. If you're around my age, you'll know we had access to this stuff from like the time we were in middle school or even younger. I feel like I was almost tricked into it. I realized that my life has zero benefit when I'm watching it. Personally, I've completely quit and I will never look back. I feel like after I quit, I genuinely got my aura back. I'm not joking.
I've heard a lot of people say this, but I don't know. I don't think it's ever been that problem. It's never been a problem for me. I'm not gonna lie. I've never really truly understood why people needed to quit in the first place. Like, how much porn are you actually watching? Are you like downloading? Are you watching it every day? Like, don't you just need to watch a couple videos here and there? Like, when you need to fucking get one off. Like, how deep does it go? To like, I need to quit to give me like the aura. It's like, what? How much are you watching? I guess that's a problem. I guess if you're watching it every day, it becomes, then obviously you gotta, like, you know, maybe look yourself in the mirror. But I don't know. Like, Not all the time, you know. Sometimes you just, you know, you fucking use your fucking memory or whatever. But I don't know. I guess if you're really watching, maybe if you're watching for like the storyline, maybe that's the difference. Maybe when you start, if you start getting into watching stuff for the storyline, and you start to remember the names and the scenes, that's when probably you need to, like, you know, take a look at yourself in the mirror. Maybe. But for me, it's just, you know what I mean? It's just the categories and shit, you know what I mean? See one with the most views or likes and stuff, get it going, you're off. Do you know what I mean? It's never that deep, but I guess maybe there are some people out there. I don't know. I'd like to understand that a bit more, to be fair, because I don't really get that. Like, because there's levels, isn't it, when it comes to watching porn? There's like the Goon Cave guys who are like on another level. But I don't think the people that like him are saying I like Goon Cave people. There's people that just like to watch it a lot. Because the Goon Cave people are like on a whole other level. Or the Goon Cave, Goon Room guys. You know? But I don't know. Maybe the same thing. I don't know.
Which is why I've partnered today with Quitter, because it's a product I genuinely believe in. Quitter makes quitting porn as easy as ever. All you do is turn on the content blocker and it will block all porn content from your phone. In my experience, it's super reliable for blocking content from any player, former elite MMA fighter, internationally touring comedian, master car mechanic, and podcast aficionado.
People say
Fighter, internationally touring comedian, master car.
He could have died, you know. He could have died, bro. He could have died off the back of this. You know that? He could have died, bro. You know how embarrassing that would have been, dying like this? You know how embarrassing it would have been dying like this? What a beautiful truck too, by the way. Probably one of his best cars that he just totaled out of the way. That's probably one of his best cars that he just totaled straight away. Just, God almighty. Beast of a dad, by the way. Beast of a dad. Beast of a dad, this is what you're doing. Beast of a dad.
Car mechanic and podcast aficionado.
People say Africa like it's a country. I do it too all the time.
Africa is a country.
That's a big continent.
Yeah, but it's like I'm American, but I'm from fucking Denver.
Of course he has millions of dollars, except all of those things aren't true. Here's my best guess with Brendan, that he's up to his neck in debt, not to his eyeballs, but close. You see, what people don't understand is you can be broke and not really look like it. You can have cars, houses, fancy clothes, and look like a success. I mean, half of the morons you see online in the manosphere flexing these cars are just renting them. I know personally a couple in real life who have 2 cars, tons of excess goods, and are engaged. They even are looking at buying a house. In reality, they're up to their eyeballs in debt, have a failing relationship, and are probably going to be forced into bankruptcy. But on Instagram, everything looks okay. In fact, everything looks great. And their job isn't even to be influencers like these people. They just do that. Now imagine you're Brendan Schaub and his wife, where your whole brand is social media. There's almost more pressure to be living this lifestyle. People like Brendan would rather show off for others and live in constant stress than live humbly and have a simple life.
That probably explains the output, innit? That probably explains the output, because he's recording content, what, 5 days a week, 6 days a week now, which he never done before. He was always about the balance and doing as least as possible, for the most possible returns, right? Whatever that saying is. But nowadays he's pushing the content. He's going, like, the only thing he's not doing is the golden hour. That's just to make more time to do more fine questions, Q&As, Big Brown Breakdown / Schaub Show, the T-Fat-K episode still going out. He's doing a lot of content. And that doesn't, you know what I mean? That tells me, you know, Papa's got to pay some bills. The bills are coming. The bills are coming.
Despite everything, Schaub, in the grand scheme of things, is a big name in the podcasting world. Not in the way he thinks, but he definitely attracts viewers. He's also doing a new show on Tubi, which, if you don't know, getting a show on Tubi is basically as hard as getting a show on YouTube. You just have to have it somewhat produced, and they'll pick it up for basically nothing. The only reason I've ever used Tubi is to watch all those bad movies like Sharknado, Titanic 2, Titanic 666. There's a lot of Titanic stuff on there. So Schaub has...
Hold on. Is that a real scene in the movie?
Titanic 2, Titanic 6, to watch all those bad movies.
Is that a real scene in the movie? Is that a flying shark? Orlando Predator. What the fuck is this movie? I want to know what this movie is. I want to watch this. What the fuck is that? I want to watch wherever that is. Hold on. What the fuck is that? I need that in my life. What is that movie right there? Please. I need that. What the fuck is that?
You have a gun?
Sharknado.
Let's get those likes up, family.
Yeah, appreciate you. Yeah, I need to get that. I need to watch that. It's Sharknado. Okay, I need to watch this. Please. That looks insane. What the fuck is that? And he kills them with a chainsaw. Yeah, I'm watching that. Of course I'm watching that. How about which are they in the franchise? There's Sharknado, there's the 21st. Okay, yeah. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm fucking doing. I know I'm wasting my time on. I know what I'm wasting my time on. God damn.
Like Sharknado, Titanic 2, Titanic 666. There's a lot of Titanic stuff on there. So Schaub,
Yeah, Black America. Yes. It's happening. I'll record a Patreon reaction. 100%. It's happening. Keep an eye out. I'm recording. Yes. Great idea. Big up Black American. Great fucking idea. I'll be sorry. Yeah, Black American. Yeah. Big up Automech too. Let's get those likes up. I appreciate you. Big up Automech. Appreciate you.
has Gearheads Gone Wild, or as he says, Gearheads Gone Wild, on Tubi. And I guess Tubi does sound better than YouTube, even if it probably isn't. I mean, Schaub tried a YouTube car show, and that's where we got the
peak Ozempic era, innit? Look how skinny he looked there.
YouTube, even if it probably isn't. I mean, Schaub.
Whoa. He looks like Tiger there, innit? I think this is what Tiger is going to end up looking like when he gets older. He looks like Tiger, innit? Or Tiger looks like him. This is definitely what Tiger's going to look like when he gets older. When Tiger gets older, this is what he's going to look like. Raw. Look how skinny he is. This is peak Ozempic era. This is the peak of Ozempic. Peak Ozempic era of Brendan. Look how tiny he is. Peak Ozempic. Now he put a lot of that, flub back on again, but yeah, peak Ozempic era.
Schaub tried a YouTube car show, and that's where we got the infamous Trug flip.
Yeah, I was an idiot during this, by the way. I'm too sensible. I probably could have blown up a lot because I got sent the clip of this. Big up the person that sent me the clip, by the way. You know who you are. I got sent the clip of this. I got sent the picture of his car turned over, like, I don't know, like a week before it happened or something, or before he said anything about it. Someone DM me randomly on Instagram and said, "Hey, I think you'd like to see this." And I should have talked, but I didn't want to be like breaking news and like exposing things. Do you know what I mean? It's not what I try and do. I just laugh at what's out there already. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be giving information of like, you know what I mean, and then like break. It's not my type of vibe. But yeah, I probably should have done that. I probably should have, innit? I probably should have just sunk that low and just did it anyway. But it is what it is.
Starting emergency call to the SOS service provided by the manufacturer.
But it's a show that I can't imagine is for anybody. Maybe I just don't give a shit about cars, but it's not entertaining to me at all. It's not interesting. It's not funny. Certainly not funny.
There's just... I didn't realize it because I've never really been like I'm a car guy, I guess, but not like that. So I've never really like checked out YouTube channels, but since I've been doing these streams and we've been, Brendan's been on his whole car thing, we started to watch some car streams on here. I didn't realize of how absolutely overcrowded, truly overcrowded the car space is on YouTube. I didn't know. It's probably the same level as tech. Like tech YouTube is huge, right? There's a bunch of people like reviewing, like anytime a new MacBook comes out, there's like millions of reviews from people that got sent stuff for free, people that just bought them and reviewing it themselves. It's just like a very crowded space. Same for car YouTube. But what I've realized about car YouTube is that there's guys filming content on their phone who are doing much better stuff than Brendan with no production team. He just got his phone on a fucking tripod and he's kind of rebuilding his Porsche. He's adding this, he's adding that. And those channels are way better than anything Brendan's done. So not only is there too much competition, also the people doing it are really knowledgeable. You know what I mean? They know what the fuck they're talking about. And Brendan doesn't. They provide much better content of higher quality, well done, all this stuff. So yeah, it was never gonna work. It was never gonna work.
I can't stress that enough. It's very not funny.
That's it. That's the BFD there.
That's it.
BFD stands for Bigfoot's dick.
Which I guess is maybe the least surprising thing about it. If you want to continue to help me make these videos, as well as get access to a ton of bonus content.
Big up, run it up. I'm in my mid-50s actually, not my mid-40s. I'm in my mid-50s, bro. Mid-50s. Big up the mid-50s gang. Big up the 5-0 gang. Big up the 5-0 gang. We're still here. We're still hanging on. 10 more years till we claim our pensions. 10 more years till we claim our pensions. Let's run it up.
And consider becoming a member. If you go for the Gumshot tier, you'll have a bonus video coming out basically right after this one. And if you just want to be a tier 1 member, that's fine too. You'll also get access to certain bonus videos. If you want to support the channel as well, you can...
If I did this during my, like, you guys don't let me live, man. You guys don't let me live. You guys don't let me live. If I did these Patreon plugs or membership plugs during my videos in the middle, ooh, I'd be getting destroyed in the comments, man. Y'all motherfuckers will be attacking me in the comments. Attacking me. You're attacking me. He's attacking me. You guys will be attacking me if I did this in the comments. If I did what YouTubers do and just like cut, hey, support the channel, you know? Oh my God. You guys don't let me be great, man. You guys don't want me to be great, man.
That's fine too. You'll also get access to certain bonus videos. If you want to support the channel as well, you can join my Substack. It's completely free.
Look at Coiler. He's not letting me Patreon. He's not letting me Patreon. It's crazy.
And you'll get access to weekly newsletters. His podcasts aren't gaining new fans. He hasn't diversified any of his failing income streams, and he has basically no skills that can make him valuable. And here's the thing. Brendan basically has nowhere to go. A lot of people say he should just quit, but he kind of can't. He has to keep squeezing.
I've never said that. I think Brian Callen should quit. I think this guy here should quit. I think this guy here should quit podcasting. Brian should definitely just focus all of his energies on stand-up. If he has to podcast on your own to promote your shows. You know? Podcast on your own to promote your shows. I would go as, I bet you, I don't know, I've just got a feeling. I bet you Brian gets more fans of his own podcast going to see his shows than people that watch T-Fat-K. I know there's probably a lot of overlap, but I bet you there's way more Brian Callen show fans and listeners who might go and watch him do stand-up than they are T-Fat-K fans. You know, I think T-Fat-K fans are largely Brendan Schaub fans, to be completely honest. So I think, you know, it's a waste of time. It's not, you know what I mean, the energy's gone. The whole point of T-Fat-K, what made it good was that they had somewhat of a like banter-filled vibe between them, right? They like rip into each other, they joke around. That energy's gone. You might as well just finish T-Fat-K, leave it, and just focus on stand-up. You know, just focus on stand-up. Focus entirely on fucking stand-up. And you'll be killing it. None of that fucking improv show nonsense that he does. Just focus on stand-up and maybe try and guest on some other pod here and there. If anything, what he should do, but he's too pussy. What he should do, but he's too pussy probably, is really kind of get chummy with the East Coast guys. Get chummy with the East Coast guys, right? All the Louis J. Gomez and those guys. And maybe try and get back into the scene that way. You know? Let them fuck, because obviously they're gonna what's that thing called? They're going to fucking cuss you out for all your shit, right? They're gonna joke on you. They're gonna maybe say some uncomfortable jokes and shit that you're not gonna like about the grape allegations and shit. But ride it out, get friendly with those guys, and then maybe reintegrate yourself that way. But yeah, what do I know?
Squeezing blood from the stone and try to save his livelihood. I want you to answer me honestly right now and really think about it. What could Brendan do when this is possibly over? Coach MMA or football? I mean, he recently got a gig calling fights in Jorge Masvidal's promotion.
Unfortunately for the Brendan Schaub haters, there's still quite a lot of money to be made, man. There's still quite a lot of money to be made. He'll be fine. There's still quite a lot of money to be made. If it really gets desperate, he could just do a fight. You know? There's still a lot of money to be made from Brendan. There's still a lot to squeeze out of his lemon. If he really gets desperate, he could just call up somebody and set up a fight, you know, and do a fucking influencer fight thing. There'll be people queuing up to fight him, for sure. Ready and willing to fight him. So he for sure could easily do that if he wanted to, and do that whole humiliation ritual of like, is he going to get knocked out? Isn't he going to get knocked out? Every interview will turn into people asking questions about Bobby Lee. It'll be horrible, by the way. For Brendan, it'll be horrible. Mentally, it'll be horrible. Ego horrible. Every interview he'll go on show will be questions about Bobby Lee, questions about why he quit comedy. They might mention Unique. It'll be just non-stop questions about trolling and all that shit. So it'll be horrible for Brendan if he does decide to do the influencer thing. Plus it'll make people aware of him, because I think a lot of people just forgot he even exists. He goes back into the influencer pool, it'll just restart the fucking, you know what I mean, the coverage on him. There'll be more videos on YouTube about him again. It'll be horrible. And if he gets knocked out, the memes will never end, you know? But yeah, there's an option there. So he's not completely out of options, you know? He's not completely out of options. There's loads of options where you can make a little bit of money to pay the rent and keep him going, you know what I mean?
And it went exactly as you'd expect.
To make it negative at all, but really the commentators on there, you know, I'm sorry, Black and Brendan Schwab, but those comments made you guys sound like clowns.
I love this.
Phil just sent me a message a second ago explaining the same thing. He literally called the commentators clowns. Just don't listen to what they're saying in the thing.
It's like with any other lol cow. At a certain point, there's nowhere to go. He's even brought his host Brian Callen. With any other lol cow, at a certain point.
Trigger alert. Trigger warning. Trigger warning. Anybody that's currently eating something, drinking something, trigger warning. Please mute me for the next 3 minutes. Anybody that's drinking or eating something, trigger warning, please mute me for the next 3 minutes. Have you guys seen the latest clips of fucking OnlyUseMeBlade? Have you seen the clip where he's like moisturizing or like, what is it? Is it like deodorant? I don't know what he's doing. He's rubbing something on his fucking stub and you finally see it on camera. Have you seen it? He takes off his sock and you see it and it's all like, the skin's all like, oh. The skin's all like, I don't know. I don't know if it looks calcified. I don't think he's even doing like the rehab properly. It looks calcified. It looks like it looks wooden. It looks calcified, bro. And then the clips of him going back to, you see, you saw the clips of him living at his mum's like his mum lives in the old people home, right? OnlyUseMeBlade's mum lives in the old people's home, and he's crashing in there and like turning up drunk, and she's changing the locks or not letting him in, and he's sleeping on a corridor making noise until she lets him in. Like, God bless his mum, man. God bless his mum. God bless his mum. Anyway, it's over now.
There's nowhere to go. He's even brought his host Brian Callen down with him, where Callen has no work, nothing. He's basically been blacklisted, and he's almost 60 years old. Except unlike Brendan, he's much more self-aware.
You're not a merch guy either. I'm not an anything guy right now. Things aren't going so well.
Tiny Nick, man. Tiny fucking Nick, the opportunist, isn't it? Tiny Nick got look how small his feet are, bro. What size feet do you think Tiny Nick is? I think it's a US 8. I'm gonna say Tiny Nick is a US 8 foot. Just off the top of my head. From my knowledge of sneakers and working in shoe stores, I think Tiny Nick is like a US 8, maybe a US 7. US 8, US 7, I think Tiny Nick is. But isn't it kind of funny? Tiny Nick isn't on the show anymore. Tiny Nick got everything he needed from T-Fat-K. Boosting his profile, probably boosts his followers. And he's not on T-Fat-K as normal anymore. He's not on T-Fat-K as normal anymore. Now he's doing his own thing. Huh.
No, but Brian
it's getting
merch?
worse.
No.
I'm having a hard time. I'll be honest. Sometimes you get into a situation where you're not sure how to get out of it, but that's okay.
His only gig is that he gets to podcast with the oaf a few times a week. It's actually really depressing. Like, imagine that's your whole living. But unlike most other lol cows, Brendan has a family, and I feel bad for his kids. They didn't ask for this. Just recently, there was a video of Brendan yelling at an umpire at his son's baseball game and getting thrown out of the game. And it's as embarrassing as you'd think.
I love how he does that. Big up the umpire. Big up the umpire. Jesus Christ. He's such a bully, isn't he? He's got such bully energy. That's the thing. But he's like, he's just obsessed with trying to. If anything, I wonder if Brendan's life would be better if he just embraced who he actually is. I wonder if Brendan Schaub's life would be better if he just embraced who he actually is to his core. That's a bully. He's just, you know what I mean? But he wants to be the good guy. No, you're not. You're a bully, bro. Just embrace who you are. And your life might be a lot better. You might have a better time of it, you know? Instead of this constant LARPing of like, I'm a great guy, I'm a good guy, I'm a great guy, I'm a great guy. No, you're not. You're not. At your core, you're not. You wanted to fucking wring your hands around this fucking umpire. You wanted to fucking, he wanted to definitely double leg this guy. He wanted to armbar this guy so bad.
I'm absolutely blessed to have a dad who never did this at my hockey or baseball games. One of the parents on Brendan's baseball team also said Brendan went to pick his number before any of the other kids could. He picked number 66. And apparently, like, imagine this, he went up before the kids could pick their numbers, picked his number and said to the dad, allegedly, that's daddy's number. Which, like, again, we have no way of proving if this is true, but that is the most Brendan Schaub thing to ever say. So I 100% believe it.
Today.
Yeah.
And it's the same number as Puig, right? Puig's got the same number, right? That the other basketball player that used to go out with, what's his name? Joanna.
I want to be too menacing.
So 318, right? That's daddy's number, right? Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I love BC, man. Godspeed, BC.
Too menacing.
So 318, right? That's daddy's number, right? Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No reason crying over spilled milk. Let's get into this card.
Where is he, by the way? Where's Brian Campbell right now? Where's Brian Campbell? What the fuck is Brian Campbell up to? Brian Campbell Instagram. What's that guy up to right now? What's he doing? Like, what's with CBS Sports? Okay. Okay, so he's working. He's doing his thing. He's out here working. Doing his thing. Nothing's really changed. His son graduated recently. That's fucking cool. Proud dad alert. That's fucking cool. Interviewing, who's that? Davison Figueiredo recently for May.
Off with Song Yadong yesterday. UFC posted that face-off to social media, and current bantamweight champion Petr Yan responded with, quote, "My kids, let's go," referencing the fact that he has victories over both of you. I'm curious to know what you make of that tweet from the champion.
Esse Petrian é filho da puta, ele pode ter certeza que eu vou encontrar ele lá na frente e ele vai saber o verdadeiro eu, entendeu? Ele viu que quando eu toquei nele eu fiz ele sentar. A próxima vez eu vou fazer ele dormir.
Filho da puta, caralho. I think everyone understands what that means. Yeah, so big up Brian Campbell, man, still doing his thing. Big up Brian Campbell, still out here doing his thing. Big up Brian Campbell, still out here doing his thing, yeah? Big up Brian Campbell, man. Big up Blood Club Brian Campbell. Good to see. Good to see him out here still.
Anything weird about you? Any peculiar things about you that you'd like the fans to know that we don't know about?
I always have to ask my team at this. Like, what's something weird that the fans wouldn't know about me? Just sleep with my eyes open, you could say that.
That's creepy.
Finish off other people's chicken wings.
Yeah. Big up Paddy. Big up Paddy.
I know you're a little extras. I didn't know half of the lore before, but now I'm a little bit more
Blame it on the devil.
66 is also the number of baseball player Yasiel Puig, who was seen with Brendan's wife at one point. Yikes. So maybe baseball coach
Jesus Christ, when did that meme get made? When did that meme get made?
Who was seen with Brendan's wife at one point. Yikes.
Jesus Christ. Who made this meme? Oh my god. Who made this? Oh my, are you sure? The Mexican, are you sure? Yes. Who made this meme? Honestly, the Puig 66 on the back. Oh my god, legendary. Whoever made that, you're a legend. Wow. Wow.
So maybe baseball coach is out of the cards though. He can't just go back to Rogan because the Rogan well is dried up. And Joe Rogan is a CIA asset. No one can convince me otherwise, by the way, in case you were wondering. So Brendan has tried everything and nothing to secure his future and failed. Like, he's tried the UFC, comedy, podcasting, food reviews, gearhead shows, music videos, vlogging, making terrible whiskey.
How you guys doing? Cheers.
Cheers. He's done a lot, innit? He's done a lot. One more time. Run through that one more time.
And failed. Like, he's tried the UFC, comedy, podcasting, food reviews, gearhead shows, music videos, vlogging, making terrible whiskey.
How you guys doing? Cheers. Welcome to the official.
He hasn't mentioned the merch, has he? He hasn't mentioned the merch. He hasn't mentioned the running clubs. Sorry, the bicycle thing, the e-bike situation, which was kind of like a club thing again, being a sneakerhead.
Official Tiger Thick Whiskey Instagram. Now, there's been a lot of chatter online. A lot of chatter. How good is this sweet, sweet, thick nectar?
He can't even suck up to the State Department like Joe Rogan because...
Yeah, casual.
Big up AZ, big up chat. Saluting face emoji.
Big up casual. Salute right back to you, King. Salute right back to you, King. Appreciate you. Salute right back to you. Hope you're sipping on something nice. Hope you're sipping on something nice and cool and refreshing. Salute.
Because an endorsement from Brendan Schaub is basically a denunciation. If Brendan Schaub endorsed Israel, America would be out of Iran.
Oh shit, I didn't know Trump touched the wall as well.
Basically a denunciation. If Brendan Schaub endorsed Israel, America...
Honestly, I didn't know he touched the wall, honestly. I had no idea Trump touched the wall too. Fucking hell. Fair play, I guess.
America would be out of Iran tomorrow. My point being, Brendan Schaub can't even grift, which is basically what all these guys end up doing when they decline anyway. The only thing I can think that's worse is having to shill for politicians when you have a lot of money and don't really need to. Oh wait. I called this in a previous video, but I knew Brendan Schaub wouldn't have one massive downfall moment, and I'm not really Nostradamus or Quasimodo or whoever. I just kind of saw the writing on the wall like most people did. There wasn't one thing we could point to with Schaub and be like, yep, that's it. It's been a very slow and continuous process. Like somebody who is drowning in debt, there isn't a single moment where they've ruined their lives. It's usually years of stupid decisions, hitting what would to most people be rock bottom and then continuing to go further. That's what differentiates lolcows from other people. Lolcows double down no matter what, and in some instances, unfortunately, that's all they can do. There's two types of decline. The I'm leaving on my own terms, I'll see you guys later, and please don't take this away from me, it's all I have. If you told me just a few years ago we'd go from trugwog to defaulting on a mortgage potentially, a decline this bad, I might have believed you, honestly.
Yeah, big up, Automatic.
Yes, sir. This stream is streaming tonight. Much love, big fella.
Yes, big up Automatic. Appreciate you, Automatic. That is a good point though. That's a really fucking good point. Did anybody expect? Maybe casual is the only one that expected this, but did anybody aside from casual expect we'd go from trug walk to this? Like, it happened quite quickly too. Did anyone think he was gonna go from trug walk to this? Like, Jesus Christ, man. It's actually happened kind of fast.
I mean, this is Brendan Schaub we're talking about.
Some of the baddest ass dudes I ever met.
Bear Grylls.
Is he one?
Yep, he used to be.
You mean Bear Grylls, bro?
No, Bear Grylls.
I've been making Schaub videos for years now. This video was the first to blow up on my channel, and this one was also super popular despite it having an absolute nightmare rollout. I figured, like Dune or Lord of the Rings, it's best to end these on 3. Water, weed, Dune, hair. I never thought Brendan Schaub would cause an existential crisis of purpose in myself, but here we are. And I have you guys to thank for that. It's my full-time job. I've been able to do YouTube for over 5 years now. Actually, my channel's official anniversary is in May, which will be 6 years of post.
Raw, Brendan's losing everything. And guys like this who are documenting him losing everything are having some of the best times of their lives. Isn't that a bitch? Isn't that a bitch? Isn't that a bitch? My man's losing everything that he loves and cherishes. And the people that are documenting it are the richest they've ever been. The people who are documenting it all blow by blow are the richest they've ever been.
videos, and in about 5.5 of doing it as my job. I know it won't be forever, but I intend to keep posting as long as you guys keep watching. I want to make this channel as community run as possible. Recently, I've started memberships in an attempt.
Jesus Christ, man, the shilling. I kind of cringe at myself when I'm like, yeah, memberships, I'm trying to hit 500, guy. I kind of cringe at myself, but god damn. What do you call that? What do you call that? Is that sympathy? Is that sympathy? Is that like a, what do they call it? Is it like a sympathy baiting or something? There's a term for it. This bit at the end. I'm trying to keep this as my job, and as long as you guys are here, it's like a empathy. What's that thing called? It's something, pulling at the tug strings, man. It's like emotional manipulation. If you guys just keep watching it, I'll keep making videos for you guys. But ew. Ew, ew, ew. Ew. Yeah, I can't cringe, man. I can't lean into cringe, Black American. I'm not cringy. I'm just not a cringy person, unfortunately. I like watching people that are cringy, but I can't do this because this is what he's good at. This is why Ghost comes like 1 million subscribers, no? How many subscribers does he have? Yeah, Ghost comes got like 400,000 subscribers. Do you know what I mean? He's doing something right. He knows what the fuck he's doing, but I just can't do all that. You know, we're trying to hit the membership here, and if we're trying to like, what's that thing that he said there? What the fuck was that? He said something super manipulative and emotional a little bit.
Anniversary is in many crisis of purpose in myself, but here we are, and I have you guys to thank for that. It's my.
I have you. It's a little bit. What's that thing called? It's a little bit parasocial as well, right? It's because of you guys.
My full-time job. I've been able to do YouTube for over.
A little face reveal there to pull out the heartstring, right? A little impromptu face reveal there to pull out the heartstrings.
5 years now. Actually, my channel's official anniversary is in May, which will be 6 years.
More emotional manipulation.
Years of posting videos, and then about 5.5 of doing it as my job. I know it won't be forever, but I intend.
I know it won't be forever. Like, you know what I mean? You know what you want it to be forever. Don't fucking lie. I know it won't be forever, but I just hope.
To keep posting as long as you guys keep watching. I want to make this channel as community run as possible. Recently, I've started memberships in an attempt to be.
I don't know. I hear some people complaining in my comments. I'm rotted, man. Your niggas complain about me, and I'm like, okay, man. Niggas be complaining, I guess. It's just funny, like, wow, okay. Just you wait when I start fucking hard advert fucking plugging my videos. Just you wait how unbearable I'm gonna be. Just you wait. Hey guys, this video is brought to you by Surf VPN. This video is brought to you by BBC iPlayer. This stream is brought to you by Pret a Manger. This video is brought to you by Greg's. Oh, just want to thank my sponsor for this video, Nando's. Yes, I can figure out this part about tray of beans is crazy, but yeah. Oh, anyway, let's do the second one. Actually, what have I got to say about this review? Nothing really. Hit rock bottom. I didn't expect it to happen. Oh, I asked you questions in the stream chat, right? What do you guys say? I did ask you a question if you guys thought it would be done by now. And Black American says yes. Jack Donny Jr. says it's been 5 years since Drug Walk. Yeah, but still, like, I think when you mean quickly, I think it goes from like, Big up Jack Donny Jr. Did you expect from Drug Walk 5 years later that Brendan will be downsizing his home and essentially selling everything to live a more simpler, frugal life? Did you expect that? I didn't. I just thought they'll be keeping on doing what they'll keep it on. They'll be an autopilot. Still booking some halfway decent guests here and there on their show. Maybe one Logan experience or podcast can come in a couple of years' time. Who knows? But still, I didn't think it was going to be that bad. No, I did not. Big up Josie. Surprised it lasted this long. I'm not, because I think being friends with Joe Rogan is a real cheat code. Because I can't think of many people. I told you before, like, if you guys think of one, let me know. But I can't think of many Joe Rogan adjacent stand-up comedians who've fallen on hard times who are just like dead broke and don't have anything. You know, I can't think of many Joe Rogan fans, Joe Rogan's inner circle, who maybe aren't doing as well, who are also like, I mean, that it doesn't, I don't think it happened. So the Rogan cosign is almost never ending, you know. Almost. Casual, bit casual. I think you and me said the same thing. Saw it coming a couple of years, and others. I thought he'd still be in LA for it. It's a Black American. Since the Texas move, the writing has been on the storage unit wall. We got 101 Creek, a brilliant comment. Do it, Coiler. Back in 2001, I thought he'd be long gone and he'd be a new cut out. Really? That was a bad bet. You thought he would be gone by now, Coiler? I don't. Yeah, he's not going anywhere, man. He's not really going anywhere. I bet you he's not going fucking anywhere. Unfortunately, for people that don't like, he's not going anywhere. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Cool. Next video. Let's watch the other one that someone posted on the Reddit. Where's the other one I want to watch? That's the one. Big up Black American. Big up Black American. Let's watch this one. This one's titled Brendan Schaub's car show was doomed from the start. Sorry.
In the early to mid 2000s, there was this reality TV craze of high-stakes custom-build garage shows that primarily aired on Discovery Channel. The hosts, or ensemble casts of fabricators, mechanics, and occasional comic relief, would have some sort of project they would need to complete by a set deadline, and while the concept was basic enough, the show would have drama and some sort of momentous challenge that would need to be overcome by the end of the episode. Shows like American Chopper, American Hot Rod, and my personal favorite, Monster Garage, were serialized TV shows with hour-long episodes.
Not gonna lie, I really enjoyed these shows, man. I'm not sure if diners, drive-ins, and diners, and drive-ins, and bars, whatever was extension of it, but I really enjoyed these type of shows. I remember I used to watch Bar Rescue when it first started as well. It's gone to shit now, but I used to love watching Bar Rescue, stuff like this, you know. See people work on things that I maybe don't really fully understand. It's always fun, you know. Always fucking fun. See someone moving stuff around and shit. Love that shit, but you know, it doesn't happen all the time. But yeah, these shows are very dated. That's the one thing you can say about Brendan's show. It's very, very, very dated when you think about these shows. Don't really exist anymore, do they? Newer ones, anyway, at least.
And seasons that in some cases were nearly 30 episodes. They highlighted genuine craftsmanship and impressive builds that were as loud as the personalities of the builders themselves. And some turned that charisma into stardom, while others became little more than a footnote in reality television history.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Paul Jr. Podcast.
Despite his best efforts, Brendan Schaub's Gearheads Gone Wild is not one of those shows. This isn't Brendan's first foray into automotive entertainment. Brendan initially started with the now defunct Toontown, which only exists as an
Toontown, but he's not doing none of the tuning himself. Toontown, but he's not doing any of the tuning himself. Disney came and gave him the fucking wabang, right? Disney gave him the fucking shebang. Pick up Drake. Disney gave him the shebang.
Instagram page with a whole 163 followers. I am by no means a YouTube expert, but I do know that to be successful, you need some sort of...
That's a nice car, man. That is such a nice car that Brendan totaled. That is a really... That's probably his best one, honestly. That was his best car. With the Baja lights and those alloys and shit. That was definitely his best car. This might have been my... Or maybe his favorite. My favorite of his cars he had. This was really fucking cool. Like, it looked even better. Like, where's the car? Where's the picture? They're there. That's a nice car, man. That is a nice car. Brendan fucked up there. Really fucking nice car. That's a nice whip.
But I do know that to be successful, you need some sort of strategy, and I can't figure out what the fuck was going on with Toontown. You have the first video clearly titled Episode 1, and then Ep 2. Episode 3 ditches the format and is just called I Flipped My TRX.
Oh no!
The next video, which you would assume is Episode 4, is titled Episode 5.
Jesus Christ, Brendan.
The next video...
He looks so ugly here. Oh my god. Ew. Adonis, by the way. Adonis. That's the Adonis. That's the guy that Brent Rogan said, everyone's really jealous of him because he's good looking and he can beat you up. That's the Adonis. Jesus Christ, he looks shocking there, isn't it? Absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking.
Is titled Episode 5, going back to the original title format, and then the next two videos don't have any episode number at all. Toontown was eventually...
I didn't notice that. That's really good attention to detail there. Really good attention to detail. Episode 5, no episodes. By the way, nice arm, by the way. Great arm. Great arm.
And then the next two videos don't have any episode number at all. Toontown was eventually rebranded as Drive Fast All Gas, or DeFag as us fans like to call it, and that lasted another subsequent 3 episodes before it was abandoned for the new show, Gearheads Gone Wild. Drive Fast All Gas was eventually made into a merch brand that sold knockoff Carhartt collaborations, hot new items like
What's that?
Merch brand that sold knockoff Carhartt collaborations, hot new items like example product title, and apparently methylene blue, the stuff that Mel Gibson told Joe Rogan cures stage 4 cancer.
I have 3 friends. All 3 of them had stage 4 cancer. All 3 of them don't have cancer right now at all. And they had some serious stuff going on.
And what did they take?
Jesus. They took some, what you've heard they've taken.
Yeah, methylene blue, which was a fabric dye.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a textile.
Fabric dye cures his cancer. It's fucking crazy, man. Rogan, remember Rogan used to be a really critical thinker. Remember Rogan would never just take things on face value. Remember that time? Remember that era when Rogan would never take things on face value? Would always think critically about things, investigate, research. Do you know what I mean? Skeptical hippo eyes, always skeptical hippo eyes. Now look at him. Yeah, fabric dye, true, fabric dye. Fabric dye can work too, true.
Dye, and now they find out it has profound effects on your mitochondria.
Yep.
Yeah.
This stuff works, man.
The site was also used as a way to raffle off custom cars and trucks that...
Yeah, big up Casual, good point. Get what's into fucking Jeremy Clarkson's Make a Speedy Recovery. He's a good egg, man. He gets a lot of flack in this country because, I don't know, he's a bit posh or something, but he's a good egg, man. Jeremy Clarkson's a good egg, man. OG fucking top of the gear lineup. Like, he was a good one. He was a good one. One of the first big, I think, car show personalities. Laid the groundwork for a lot of people that came up behind him. Like, Jeremy Clarkson's one of the good ones. I like him, man. I like him, so hopefully he makes a speedy recovery. Hopefully he makes a speedy recovery. You get me? Speedy.
May or may not have been a scam of some sort.
There's unfortunately some shysters out there that pop up a shell company that have not...
Big up Freddie, I appreciate it. Big up Freddie.
Not been in business very long, and you know they're going to take your money on buying merch or whatever, and then they might shut down or go out of business.
And I know that this is confusing.
Off the top of your head, big up Casual, off the top of your head, do you remember why Top Gear ended? Or why it wasn't? Do you remember? Off the top of your head, do you remember why that cast was ended? Was it like a contract dispute? What happened? Because that show was so good with the OG Sting. Like, oh, the one I used to watch, I remember, was the one where they used to film it like in it was like a warehouse, it was like in a hangar, and they'd like have the camera like flipping to different parts, and there'd be like people in the crowd like just standing watching the show. I love that. That was the best era of Top of the Gear, where there'd be random audience members just standing in the fucking set watching, and they'll have interviews on that set, on that couch, and look like car seats, like repurposed car seats. Oh, it was a dispute. Okay, cool. Oh man. Yeah, Grand Tour was shit. Then there was the other show in it called Fifth Gear. Do you guys remember Fifth Gear? Fifth Gear was alright. It wasn't as good though. There was a car show called Fifth Gear as well. Then they all left and created Grand Tour. I'm in the producer account. Yeah. Oh yeah, true. The yelling in it. Yeah, true. The yelling. The yelling. Oh, it's why is it answer? But yeah, true. It's probably the angle. Big up Josie. It's probably the angle. It's probably the angle. Where he stands, probably the angle, a perspective thing. But he looks like absolute Bane there. He looks like absolute Bane there. But it's probably the angle of the camera.
and makes no sense, but that's exactly my point. There's no way Toontown or Drive Fast All Gas or whatever the fuck you call it could have ever been successful. And no.
Oh, nice, bit of casual. I love to hear that. James May and Hammond stuck by Jeremy and wouldn't let him continue. I love that. I love to hear that. I love to hear that.
Point does the audience have any chance to form some sort of object permanence or brand recognition because the show they're trying to watch keeps changing its name, format, and identity every few weeks or months? Building a successful media brand requires consistency.
Oh yeah, like, what the fuck was this about, by the way? What was this fake reaction about?
Building.
What was this weird fake reaction, by the way? Like, is a gearhead, like, he knows what's going on. Like, he doesn't even know what it is. What's all this? One thing Brendan loves doing is a soy boy face. He loves a soy boy face. For someone that hates soy boys, he loves a good old soy face, isn't it? He loves a good old soy face, this guy does. Jesus Christ.
Requires consistency. What Brendan was doing was the automotive equivalent of opening a restaurant, changing it into a taco truck after a month, and then converting it into a vape shop before anyone had a chance to get their fucking drive-through order.
Stop! 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 Please let me go! Please let me go first! I'm doing something!
So when I say Gearheads Gone Wild was doomed from the start, I don't mean it was doomed in hindsight. What I'm saying is the previous two attempts had already been abandoned before they gained as many subscribers as the YouTube accounts they dismiss as irrelevant.
Maybe you overbuilt the trans a little bit?
You have to.
Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, look, if you're going to party, right, you can't be blowing trannies.
One more time.
Maybe you overbuilt the trans a little bit?
You have to.
Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, look, if you're going to party, right, you can't be blowing trannies.
Super funny. All these guys they're just like, all of these Rogan, Brendan, adjacent guys, they're so obsessed with that community, isn't it? Like, given how much they hate them, they're so obsessed. They can't get fucking transition people out of their minds. They can't get them out of their minds. Jesus Christ. Always something.
Gearheads Gone Wild, the current incarnation of the show, is a hollow shell of an attempt of what those high-octane Discovery Channel car shows were. They're 20-minute episodes that consist of little more than burnout compilations over copyright-free music you'd find on YouTube. At the opening of each episode, viewers are promised raw and uncensored action, which I assume is a reference to the show's namesake, Girls Gone Wild, which is a terrible thing to name your show considering Girls Gone Wild paid out millions of dollars in lawsuits, including one related to filming a topless underage girl.
A Cartersville woman says her life was ruined when she appeared on the cover of Girls Gone Wild. She was a child, just 14 at the time.
Episodes essentially break down into two segments. Show off the engine, sick burnout. Another guy talks about his truck.
More sick burnouts.
This guy, he just owns a car.
Such a good breakdown. Pick up Trill Mayer. This is such a good breakdown. Of fucking of Gearheads Gone Wild. God almighty, this is such a good breakdown.
My favorite part of the show is when...
Oh yeah, big up my guy. Desert Eagle. I've loved those shorts. You guys know what I'm talking about? There's this one white guy who's always going viral on my YouTube Shorts feed. He tests guns and sees how many things it takes for whatever random object, let's say a frying pan, it takes to stop a bullet. And he puts a mannequin at the end, which is Fred, and then he shoots different guns with different caliber bullets until, Fred, I guess, perishes. It's really fucking good. And every time he uses a Desert Eagle, he cocks it back and says you get the eagle sound. So that's why when I hear eagle, I think of that guy's videos. He's really good.
Anyone pops the hood and Brendan looks at the engine like a fucking monkey doing a math problem, he obviously does not know what the fuck is going on. And I say that's my favorite part, but it's really the most annoying thing about the show. Brendan presents himself as some sort of car guy.
The thing I hate the most about him presenting, I know no one's asked me, but if you had to ask me, the thing I hate the most about Brendan presenting is this. At the beginning of every scene. I hate that so much. I hate it so much. I hate it so much, man.
Or expert in some sense. And while the hosts of the Discovery shows had accolades and credentials like fabrication, welding, and building award-winning machines that were works of art, Brendan's biggest accolade in the automotive world is totaling a $100,000 truck in the most amateur and embarrassing way possible.
Damn.
Starting emergency call to the SOS service provided by the manufacturer. To cancel, press the SOS or cancel button. Starting SOS call.
Yeah, you hear him in the background.
Those Discovery Channel hosts, they put their safety, their lives, and their livelihoods on the line. Sometimes their own reputations were at stake.
And the winner is...
The only high-stakes moment on Gearheads Gone Wild is when Brendan confesses to having some sort of foot fetish, and then they do a brake test on a car where nobody's really at risk.
You know how there's like...
Nick, that's Nick Terchet, isn't it? What the fuck? That's Nick Terchet. I didn't know Nick Terchet knows fucking Brendan. That's Nick from Diamond, isn't it? Diamond Co. Supply. I'm pretty sure that's him. Legendary, famous fucking dunks from back in the day. Do you guys remember these dunks? Nike, was it Diamond Dunk? Is it Tiffany Dunk? Is it Tiffany? No, Diamond Dunk. Nike Diamond Dunks. Do you guys remember these? Nike SB Diamond. Yeah, Nike SB. I had these as well. Do you remember these? These are made by the guy that does his brand called Diamond Co. Supply. He made these back in the day. I'm pretty sure that's yeah. And the brand is called Diamond Co. Supply. It's a skateboarding brand. Yeah, that's Nick Terchet. This one. I had no idea he was on fucking what do you call it? Girls Gone Wild or whatever. Yeah, there's an old picture of Tyler Creator wearing a Diamond Supply t-shirt. Yeah, man. We got Diamond Co. Supply. That's Nick Terchet, right? The founder. I'm pretty sure Nick Terchet. Yeah, that's him. That's him. Fuck. Okay, he's randomly on that show. Interesting. Interesting overlap there. Interesting little overlap.
There's like feet fetish guys. They're into feet. I'm a big foot guy. I'm a big brake guy. I love brakes. It's the first thing I notice on cars. The calibers, the rotors. I love brakes. We've seen how...
I love brakes. Have you... Look how he's looking at him. Look how he's looking at him. I love brakes.
I love brakes. It's the first thing I notice on cars. The calibers, the rotors. I love brakes. We've seen how fast this is. It handles well. The interior is ridiculous. But how's it stop? I'm going to pretend I'm an innocent bystander crossing the road. You try and...
Bystander?
How's it stop? I'm going to pretend I'm an innocent bystander crossing the road.
Innocent bystander? Nick looking at him like, is this guy redacted? Innocent bystander.
But how's it stop? I'm going to pretend I'm an innocent bystander crossing the road. You try and stop this thing. All right. Can we do that?
By the way, the reason why he's saying I like brakes is like to act like he knows details. That's why he's doing that. He's LARPing about the brakes because he thinks if he has like an interest where that's super specific, it makes him look smarter or sound smarter than what he is. That's why he's doing that. That's why he's saying the brakes thing.
Of course. All right, brother.
Oh God, watch out, Brendan.
Oh, that's not bad.
I can't stress enough how much Brendan is not a car guy. Almost every time Brendan is in the passenger seat, his face is just washed with sheer terror and looks like he's about to ask to pull over so he can just get out and walk home. In episode 3, we finally get a chance to see Brendan in action.
Why did you do 4 hours of racing?
That's what it takes, man. 6 laps.
Oh my, censoring Crystalia is fucking brilliant, by the way.
Yeah, but you're not a racer.
Yeah, me racer.
The racer himself has an opportunity to get behind the wheel and show us exactly what he's capable of. Actually, never mind. He's just pissing his pants again in the passenger seat. Watch this douche raise his arms like he's accomplished something. Ultimately, Gearheads Gone Wild is just another Brendan Schaub project that leaves you wondering whether it's a genuine business venture or an unusually elaborate tax write-off. Like his failed whiskey brand, failed podcast network, and failed record label before it, the show is only notable for how little effort seems to have gone into accomplishing anything at all. The show's only notable for how little effort seems to have gone into accomplishing anything.
Brendan dancing. Honestly, what the fuck is he doing, man? Could you imagine what people in those other studios thought? Could you imagine what those other companies or brands or whatever must have thought when they looked outside the parking lot and saw what was going on? Could you imagine? Like, they're just shaking their heads like, Jesus Christ.
Gone into accomplishing anything at all. The show's available to stream for free on Tubi.
Gearheads Gone Wild.
I wonder if the people in the building probably put bets on it. Like, you know what? I bet you this guy leaves. I wonder if they had wages. I bet you they did. I bet you the guys that work in those studios or offices had wages on when Brendan would like have to move out, you know? Like, there's no way this guy stays here long term, you know? There's no way he'll be able to afford staying here long term. Because just how shitty the show looks. I wonder.
Available on Tubi right now. Tubi TV, it's free. Download the app, watch the episodes on there. It's Gearheads Gone Wild. 4 apps. If they go well, they can order a bunch more. So let them know I sent you.
And Brendan has said if it goes well, the network will order more episodes, but that's not really how Tubi works. While Tubi does have original content that the platform finances and produces, the bulk of the content is obtained through what's called a film aggregator, which is a service you pay to then submit your content to networks like Tubi on your behalf. If they get picked up, which from what I can tell is relatively easy, you're then paid based on ads similar to YouTube. Gearheads Gone Wild is not a Tubi original produced by the streaming service itself, but it is labeled Tubi Presents, which just means it's only streaming on Tubi and nowhere else. And while that does indicate that it is an exclusive title to Tubi, it in no way indicates any sort of investment from Tubi, and it is definitely no indication as some sort of higher standard of quality. One of the few examples I could find of the Tubi Presents shows is The Lesbian Homie.
Damn, E, I'm just saying, you looking real tremendous right now.
I know. I almost fired on your ass.
I was unaware you had all the yams.
Nigga, and?
I'm just saying, me and you should get together later on.
No, how about me and a bitch?
What I'm about to say is purely speculation, so take this with a grain of salt. But I suspect the only thing that gets the Tubi Presents label is a guarantee that you won't put your content on another service. This may result in some sort of financial benefit when you're paid out from Tubi or something like that, but at this point I can't find any indication there's any further investment into a show from the platform. I reached out to Tubi for verification and to try to get more info and haven't received anything yet, but if I ever do, I'll update the video description to clarify. Again, Brendan has claimed that Tubi may order additional seasons of the show, and I can all but assure you that this isn't something that anybody has to worry about. But if Brendan Schaub's history of projects has taught us anything, it's that every new venture is introduced as the beginning of something great before quietly being left behind for the next one. Gearheads Gone Wild doesn't hold a future of a successful follow-up season. Its future is that of Toontown and Drive Fast All Gas. No follow-up season, and a quiet disappearance into the algorithm. Brendan has given us an unwatchable sketch comedy show, a failed whiskey company, a failed record label, a failed podcast network, and a failed clothing brand. And a year from now, Gearheads Gone Wild will be sitting right next to those, another abandoned project, another rebrand, another idea that never got far enough off the ground for anyone to miss it when it disappeared.
Big up, True Mayor. That was a brilliant video. Brilliant breakdown. I think I don't have to watch it anymore now. I don't think I have to watch it anymore now. I think that's a brilliant video. Obviously, when it comes on YouTube, we'll have to react to it anyway, right? when Brendan finally gets around to uploading it all on YouTube, we'll have to watch it anyway. But that was a really good breakdown. Kind of crazy, isn't it? What's that? What they do? He said, look at the engine. Brendan makes a face. Talk about the car for a bit. They get into the basketball court. Brendan obviously brings his court to the basketball, whatever, and then there you go. I think so, anyway, at least I think so. Who knows? Could be wrong. No, it is this way, no? Yeah. Should we watch the fucking Floyd thing next or no? No, let's change it. Let's not do the Floyd thing straight away. Let's do some tabs. Big up everybody tuning in, but big up everybody tuning in. Big up everybody tuning in. Smash like, hit subscribe, don't be lame. Smash like, hit subscribe, don't be lame. Smash the like, hit subscribe, don't be lame. Yeah, exactly. He does everything, exactly. Fifth Boy Record Zero with Alcoholic Brendan, yep. Cool. Let's do some tabs. Let's do some tabs. Number one tab. So there's this new kid called DUTD or .D with HS TikTok, right? HS is from the UK, does some streams, IRL streams, and this kid's clearly on the spectrum, right? But he's a big fan of HS TikTok. He got in touch with him, and HS has kind of been looking after him, and he flew him out to fucking Iron Upper. They're staying in a big content house and shit. And I've seen some streams with this kid, right, on the left hand side here, who's clearly on the spectrum or whatever. And he's been getting some action, right? They had a couple girls, a couple whores in the house, and they got him some action, they got him some play, where he may or may not, have had some adult fun time with these girls, and they continue to do so. But in this particular clip, HS lets him know that his mum's been, not happy with what she's been seeing online and shit. But I'm wondering, my question is this: is it exploitative what they're doing, or is this helpful? Because I'm conflicted. I think it could be both. They are kind of exploiting this kid because of his, mental deficiencies and whatnot. But I think it's also good for him to be around regular people his age anyway, who would be his age mates in school, like 20 to 21, and for them to kind of like treat him, dare I say, normally, I think it's kind of nice. I think it's quite good that he gets that. And also it gives his parents some respite as well, because he gets to be out of the house without this, and you can basically watch him from the streams anyway, because they're streaming all the time, 24/7. But yeah, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. It's okay. I understand when people are upset as well, whatever. But I think it's good. I think it's a good thing. I think it's a real good thing. Let's play the clip.
Trouble. Not really, but.
No, you ain't in trouble.
Oh, sorry. So
I don't understand.
So here's a clip. So after all that, what I said, the clip is that I guess this kid's mum or parents got nervous of what he was doing and getting drunk and fucked up, so they wanted him to go back home. But obviously he doesn't want to go back home because he's also having a blast. This is the first time he's really been treated like a regular kid, and he's with his, so he doesn't want to leave at all. He really loves it there, but they also only got him there because, whatever. So it's a weird one. Not really, I don't think so. I think just decide to hang out with them, fuck it, why their motives are, but some people are weird like that.
As well, if I was your parent and I've got ammo like spiking my child, I'd be.
I didn't spike him. We just drank alcohol together.
I'd be super upset as well. I get it.
Like if I did something malicious, like actually put something in it or whatever, then fairs. But we just drank and got fucked up. Do you know what I mean? Like we're just lads.
Yeah.
It's not like I did anything illegal.
Yeah. No one said you did, mate.
Well, no. His mum was like, the police were involved in the TikTok comments. I thought, what, they're going to arrest me for? Getting my mate drunk.
She ain't coming, Zante.
I reckon he says that. He'll go home, sweet over his mum, and fly back out.
Well, it's a shame, mate. We've had a lot of fun with you, bro.
Oh, that's a shame, yeah.
What are you going to do when you get back to UK?
Oh, bless him.
I'm actually sad to see you go, mate. If your mum's watching, just know I got nothing but love for Dad. I actually think he's a funny cunt, so I'm actually upset to see him go home.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I like it, man. I like it. I don't care that, he's got his things, whatever. I like it. I think it's going to do him the world of good to hang out with kids his age and be treated relatively, quote unquote, normally. Are they taking advantage of him a little bit for the streams? Yeah. But he also gets, to hang out with them 24/7, gets a free trip out of it, maybe get some action. I don't know. I'm all right with it. I'm all right with it in the end. What I'm also all right with is this. It's in the Akademiks. What I'm also all right with is this. Have you seen what DJ Akademiks looks like since he's been taking retatrutide? And why do I know that? Because Clavicular revealed it. Clavicular was on during his Paris stream. Clavicular revealed that Akademiks hit him up about what to take, and he recommended him. Or no, he sent him some retatrutide. No, he recommended. I think he sent him some retatrutide. And look at what Akademiks looks like now. Look at what Akademiks looks like now. Look at him. Proper Jamaican guy fit, by the way. Look what he looks like. I don't know what those hand signs are, but yeah, look at him. I can't believe that's Akademiks. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to get on that, mate. I'm gonna have to get on some retatrutide. I'm gonna have to cheat. If I don't want to pay Chris Mack, if I'm hell bent on making sure I don't have to pay Chris Mack for that bet, I'll have to just get some retatrutide and just go crazy. You know? If I want to make sure I don't pay Chris Mack, I'm about to get some retatrutide and just go fucking nuts. Get on that Reta and go fucking nuts. But yeah, Akademiks looks skinny, bro. Look at him. Still, you know, still the face needs work. Unfortunately for him, the face needs a lot of work. I don't think that haircut really suits his hairline either. I think maybe he'd be better off, or that hairstyle, sorry, maybe better off with just a regular fade. But still, there's Akademiks, man. There he is. There is Big Ak. There is Big fucking Ak. Enjoying himself. Retatrutide is a lifesaver, man. Look at him. Look at the confidence it's giving him. Look at the confidence it's giving him. Look at the confidence. And then this is a video of him a bit bigger, by the way, which I found on my own X. I forgot I uploaded this. This is a video of Akademiks a little bit bigger. This is during the peak whiskey era. The peak Hennessy era, you know? Peak Hennessy era. So he's definitely way bigger than he was, you know? Kind of wild.
I'm shaming her now. I'm shaming her. I said to her, I said, yo, I'm going to keep it a bean with you, bro. You came to my house.
Alcohol is a bitch, isn't it? Because look how bloated his face looks. That's mostly from alcohol, not even from booze. Alcohol is a real fucking sneaky one. It's great, you know, in the moment, don't get me wrong, but damn. Okay. What can ones do? What can ones do? Let's continue.
I had two niggas just fuck you raw. I ain't seen no condom, no none. I told her, I said, yo, you should go get tested, man. Like you done. I said, that's wild, yo. You should go get tested, bro. And from that moment, she started like, because the denial shifted, and she kept like trying to like pivot on the denial to, yo, nah, send me the video. Yo, I'm pretty sure I didn't fuck him. And I'm like, bro, you fucked him. And she was like, no, look again. And now I'm getting super tight because I'm like, bro, I'm not about to watch this video if you getting fucked, my nigga. Like, it's on my surveillance. Like, bro, like, I was fucking with you. Like, what? You want me to watch the video if you getting fucked? Cool. She keeps saying that, whatever. She then tells me, by the way, I ain't gonna lie, and I'm gonna keep it a being about everything. My homies did not tell me they fucked her. At that point, I only seen on my security cam. My homies did not tell. Remember, they woke me up that night. Yo, let us out. Let us out the crib, or lock the crib. They did not tell me they fucked the bitch that came for me. They never told me that. You know when that conversation happened?
Big up Akademiks, man. Big up Akademiks, man. He done well for himself. Big up Akademiks. Retatrutide works, bro. Retatrutide works. Retatrutide works. On the case of retatrutide, listen to what Aiden Ross had to say about his dad. Aiden Ross's dad's on retatrutide, and it doesn't seem to be it's all bed of roses. Aiden Ross's dad is on retatrutide, and he said it's not a bed of roses. It's not a bed, not bedded, bed of roses.
My dad takes peptides, and he said to me, he said, son, I started taking Retta, and it made me like not care about life anymore. I'm like, wait, what? He's like, no, I'm not happy. I'm not sad. I'm like, I don't care. Like, I don't care about shit. I'm like, what? Like, he's like, yeah, I got off that shit, though. But like, it makes you not give a like, I'm like, what the hell? He's like, I want to give a though. He's like,
I want that. I definitely want that. Okie dokie, we done that. No emotion. Oh yeah, this guy, this white Indian guy in Pakistan, he's speaking Hindi here. I think that's what I'm saying, right? He's not even just got the Indian accent. This white guy's been going viral. I think what's the story again? He looks like Wings of Redemption, but he got abandoned in Pakistan or Indian, right? Or something like that. His parents were traveling there and for some reason he got left behind. And he's basically grown up there ever since. He's family up from nowhere. Okay, get some what? Charcoal. Let's see what go on. Let's press play.
अभी वही बात चल रहा था पहले मैं अभी वही अम्मा को लिए राजू के घर में आता था मालूम है जब मराठी बोलता था तो वो मैं सोची मैं भी बोल ध्यान सोची बोली क्या मालूम है अम्मा बोली मेरा लड़के के पास 18 साल के बाद में आया अच्छा लगा
उस टाइम में छोटा था ना लेकिन जो पुराना दोस्त है कभी भूलेगा नहीं मैं हमको कितना हेल्प किया घर दिया कपड़ा दिया खाना दिया
So fucking cool, isn't it? It's so fucking cool. It's so fucking cool.
अब इन लोगों लेके साथ में घूमने के लिए आएंगे
मैं डॉक्यूमेंट्री बना रहा है मेरा लाइफ का बारे में इसके लिए आज भी मेरा 0 स्कूलिंग है कुछ नहीं है गवर्नमेंट ने मेरा बजा दिया हाँ आता ना
That is so fucking cool. So fucking random. Big up Wings of Redemption. Big up Wings of Redemption out there just speaking pure fluent Hindi allegedly. Cool. And then what's that? Young fuck confirmed women in the studio were not his.
I'm like, yo, bro, I'm finna slide on you, bro. I'm pulling up.
Biggs playing music. It was not hoes in the studio. The girls who was in the studio was with him.
Oh yes, they was with Biggs. They was with Biggs. They was with Biggs. You feel me? They was with Biggs. Clarify.
You got a girlfriend too?
You feel the shit.
By the way, I really like this podcast with fucking this stream with Young Thug and Black Boy Max was really fun. Let's see if I can find any clips. Let's see if I can find let's see if I can find let's see if I can find Bear me 1 second here. Hey, Queen, checking warfare. What? What? Let's see. Oh Jesus! Yeah, she looks really good here, isn't it?
look at her so big.
She'd be in the gym as well. It looks like. It looks like Krayshawn's finally put down the bottle, and she's been in the gym a little bit more. Face is not as bloated as it once was. She looks like she's been in the gym a little bit more. Krayshawn's look like she's been in the gym a little bit more.
I do look cute. Look at her.
Hold on, am I gonna see it? When am I gonna see it? Where's the videos of Black Boy Max and Young Thug? Where are they? Okay, let me just Google it actually. Let me just search for it. Bear me a second here. Maybe I have them here somewhere. Oh, not there. Let's just do Placky. And let's do Young Thug. Cool, there we go. That's the best one. This is really good. I really like this stream. The clips I've seen are so super funny. Black Boy Max told Young Thug he's 5'8", and Thug said that an average height for a man before Max disagreed, and they started debating if the average male height is 5'9" or 5'7".
I'm 6. You about?
I'm 5'8" for real. That's respectable. That's a grown man height.
You know what? That's average for a man. You wouldn't believe that.
No, that's not true though.
Yes, it is.
No, again, I swear. The average height of a man is 5'9".
Bet. Islam is right. Nigga. The average height of a man is about 5'6" or 5'7", nigga.
It's 5'9".
No, it's not. What about an Asian man?
Child, what's the average height of a man? Hold on.
Asian man? You know, the biggest men in the world are Asian men.
But you know, in Asia, everything is a little bit smaller because they're small.
But the biggest men in the world that we would ever meet are from those places, which is crazy. Yao Ming.
Wemby.
Yao Ming is the tallest man we ever saw. He was 7'6" or 7'7". It's pretty big.
Wemby up there.
Wemby is 7'4".
How tall is average?
Slime is fucking right.
Slime is right.
Yeah, average man.
Average man height 5'9", bro. Yo, Google better than mine? What the fuck?
Absolutely.
I love young folk. Your Google better than mine. Absolutely.
Mine, bro. Yo, Google better than mine? What the fuck?
Absolutely.
Definitely, Slime is right. It's Google. He got a different type of Google.
Let's see. I'm about to see.
All right, bro.
I'm about to see, nigga.
All right, bro. Slime is right. They spamming that shit.
It's crazy, bro. I just type, what's the Av? And it said height for a man. Like, what is this? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Nah, you searched this up before.
Oh, that's what that means?
Wait, ooh.
Slime is ...
Oh, 5'7".
What?
No, 5'7" to 5'9". That nigga read the first two. You shouldn't be fucking smart. Nigga, you know you gotta keep reading, nigga.
Nah, I was just trying to be right, bro. So
yeah, nigga, like, but I'm right, nigga. Fuck that.
I didn't even read
that.
Wait,
nigga,
you
globally, the average height is lower, sitting at about 5'7" globally. You type average height for a man in America.
No, I just
globally, nigga.
No, I said, bro, who cares? We in America though.
Nah, but
the
globally.
world matter though.
The world matter.
The world matter. The world.
So we both were right.
Bro, are you doing his ad-libs, my nigga?
Slime is right, bro. What you?
Alright.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm actually surprised because it seems like height for men is a real big insecurity, similar to hair. And given how often guys on the internet talk about it, I'm surprised there's not more people that went with that surgery that guy got, where you break your legs and they make you taller and shit. I'm surprised more guys didn't get that type of surgery done. Obviously it's really painful and the rehab is like never ending, but I'm surprised that with all the hang-ups men have with height, that there's not more men out there getting fucking artificial stilts put in their legs and shit. I guess you can kind of do it cheating way by just having bigger boots, but I'm actually surprised that not enough guys have tried to, like, you know, just live normally, I guess.
Glaze.
Big up Young Thug there. Young Thug reveals that he has unreleased song with Clavicular. We did already. Questions why only women are allowed to twerk. Jesus Christ. Black Boy Max and Young Thug were swatted in the middle of their stream. That's annoying. Young Thug tells Black Boy Max to get on the song. I think that's it, right? I think that's what I want to show you so far. I think that's all I want to show you. Cool. Moving on. Fighting the Kid Reddit. Let's see what we missed on there. Fighting the Kid Reddit. What did we miss on there? Fighting the Kid Reddit. What did we miss on there? Fighting the Kid Reddit. What did we miss on there? Joe Rogan sticking a little bit of catnip out there.
Of course you are. If you go to Tubi, Tubi, Missing 411 The Hunted, the movie's there for free. You guys could watch it.
Also, check out Gearheads Gone Wild. It's my friend's show.
Okay, so
You're happy about that?
France, Mbappe,
another freak.
He won the Golden Boot.
He won the Golden Boot.
Now you know Messi, Mbappe, and Niedermeyer are all teammates in Premier League.
Yeah, okay.
Jesus.
$90 million.
$90 million, yeah.
In the Premier League, you know. In the Premier League. Messi, Mbappe, Niedermeyer. Neymar is Niedermeyer is crazy. Niedermeyer is fucking crazy.
That's the exact same way the aliens do. I wouldn't give a fuck who's in the Pentagon. I would find some dude cooking meth in the middle of Arkansas and I'd teleport him up into this.
No, we don't care about that. Gearhead's Crush, #1 show on Tubi.
And what's the latest on the Tubi show? I download the app to watch a show and donuts, high low, and donuts.
Such a good lie.
Yeah. So my deal with them is
such a good lie, man. Such a good dumb lie. Such a good dumb lie.
We'll find out if they extend. I assume the end of this month or early next month. So my deal with them, it crushed on there. It did great. They had the most watched show on their network for that quarter. It's 4 episodes. So we had the most fully watched full 4 episodes out of any show on the network.
Sick.
So I got that information. And so to fulfill the contract, I have to release 1 episode a week on my YouTube starting this month. So it takes, I think I can release them all at once or once every week. So you guys tell me how I should do it. And then once I complete the upload to my YouTube, then we start contract negotiations.
Sick.
It just, I got to put it on the shop on Big Brown Breakdown YouTube, on my YouTube. So I don't know if it's a fit, but that's what I got to do. So if you're only here for fight stuff, sorry, but that's the deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Big up. I just saw your message on Kick. Apologies. I saw your message on Kick. Big up Akuma 4643 on Kick. Are you from Balobe? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm from a little country in Africa called Angola. From a little country in the southern part of Africa, just above South Africa, called Angola. Big up all my Cape Verde man them. Big up all my Mozambique man them. You get me?
Yeah.
So we'll figure it out. But that's where I'm at with it.
But yeah. Crazy lie. My show's so good on Tubi, I have to upload it on YouTube before they can talk to me about renegotiation. What? My show is so good on Tubi, I have to... Huh? What? We remember?
And before this was announced, Rhonda goes, I guarantee we beat their views. My Netflix fight's going to beat the White House card. I was like, oh, this girl's out of her mind. They got Connor, they got John on there. There's no way. It's on CBS. Yeah. Netflix is going to crush this card. Crush this card. Also, I have no script. I literally just come in here and whatever happens.
LOL having to tell us that. We know, bro. We can tell we know. LOL trying to tell us that like it's a flex. We know and we can tell.
Happens. Hopefully I stay on track. Hopefully I cover everything. If not, let me know. That's just, I've been doing this for how long? 10 years, Jen? It's just, I just come in, it's off the top of the fucking dome, y'all. That's how we do it. Hopefully I cover everything. If not, my bad. This is the other thing. Remember when Rhonda and Netflix said, we're going to beat the UFC White House numbers? Remember that? Well, remember when all the fucking haters were like, this thing won't do that good. There's only blah, blah, blah subscribers on Paramount. Remember those days? Oh, God.
Being that arrogant or being that pompous, being that obnoxious, insufferable, when you're the one that's wrong and you're dumb, is quite an interesting talent to have, you know? He definitely doesn't view himself the way we view him. You know, he definitely does not see himself the way that we see him, which is kind of insane. And also one of his maybe stronger traits, that kind of elite mindset of like, I don't care what you're saying, I know 10 times out of 10. Oh no, whatever, you know, maybe 10 times out of 10. I just know that I know what I'm talking about. I know I'm right. I'm always right. It's like, okay, bro. In Brendan's case, it's like it's such a long history, track record of him just talking out of his absolute arse, but it doesn't stop him, man. It doesn't even stop him one bit, bro. It doesn't stop him one bit, bro. Salute to the never-ending optimism, I guess you can call it. What's happening? Which Bappa's friends were honest with him, talking about, do you do YouTube?
Okay. What is this show on?
What?
It's
YouTube.
Oh,
wait.
YouTube.
What? You think this is network television?
What are all these people doing here?
This is for ABC.
You think this is gonna? You think anyone's gonna see this?
How much money?
Yeah, well,
Nobody's gonna
where's
see
the money coming from? And you can't curse on YouTube.
Who paid for this?
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Huh?
This is all a ruse.
It's a ruse.
We're
dude.
washing money. This
Yeah,
is a money
dude.
laundering
Yeah,
scheme.
Yeah.
None of this is real.
Yeah, none of it's real, dude.
Well, big up. Bert's got his sandals on there. Not toe hold, I don't think. Dominatrix is crazy, by the way.
I can't lose. This is my destiny. I cannot lose. I was chosen. When I walked in the gym, something came over me, and I have, God has touched me like he hasn't touched others. Pause. Like he has never touched others. I have a special gift. Oh, I'm the chosen one. So if you're into kinky stuff and you're doing some dominatrix,
you know.
I can't lose. You're doing some dominatrix. You're doing some dominatrix. You're doing some dominatrix. And you're doing some dominatrix. And you're doing some dominatrix. You're doing some dominatrix. You're doing some. You're doing. You're doing. You're doing. You're doing. You're doing some dominatrix. You're doing some dominatrix.
Matrix Dogma is fucking good. Exactly, exactly. A bit casual. It's so easy to see why he's hated. I feel like he's trying to copy Shell Sonan on the condescending tone. Yeah, true, good point there. But with Chael's human, exactly. Chael can be condescending, but you can still root for him and like him. He tries to be condescending, and you feel insulted. You want to dunk on him. You want him. I mean, like you want an opportunity to say something back to him, type of thing. As a Chael, it's like all love, literally all fucking love. Even from the haters, it's all love with Chael. Because they know it comes from a good place and he's kind-hearted and shit, and not just being a mean bully. Bapper from the top ropes. Yep. Excuse me, sir. It's okay to snort cocaine in the White House, but you draw the line at UFC fights. Like Jesus, man. Being this in love with one man is so bizarre. But again, I get it. You know, the guy made me a multi-millionaire, so I guess you have to owe him some type of like unflinching, unwavering loyalty, innit? This man legitimately made you a fucking multi-millionaire. You kind of have to do that, I guess, isn't it? You kind of have to. The decline is so bad. Yep. Lifestyle drop off and earning drop off is so stark. I wonder how long they end up living next to the power lines. Yeah. What? Hold on. What is that? Jesus Christ. I think we're going to get another relocation. Oh, that's the drop down in prices. Ah, smart person. Someone put all the price of the house that he bought and sold. So that LA one that looked like a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air house, that sold for 3.63 million. The one that he sold recently sold for what? 2.59, is that it? And then the one he bought recently was that 1.27. So yeah, that is a crazy drop off, isn't it? Crazy drop off. What are people saying here about the drop off? What are they saying? The lifestyle drop off and the earning drop off is so. The lifestyle drop off and earning drop off is so stark. I wonder how long they end up living next to the power lines. I think we're going to get another relocation and downgrade in about a year after he spends a bit refurbishing this one and the Bangladeshi bots asking for a pay rise. True. I definitely will be trouble in paradise when they're no longer able to afford their peptides and we get Fat Patrick back and he can't afford to get her new Birkins every time she catches an Asian guy rub and tug. A divorce trial would be hilarious for Papaverse. And as soon as they will be able to afford beans, cheese. Good night, Dallas. So yeah, very good points here by this person. Can't wait for the condo purchase, which will say he got for the location. Or the studio apartment complex for recently separated divorced parents, like a really good social scene. It's like a car park at the Comedy Store. Pretty sure he sold them all at a loss. Business shark. To be fair, he didn't make a loss on the first one. Maybe less profit. I'm not an expert. Where's the new house? Are they voltage lines there? Yep, they are. There are clear voltage lines in the new crib. Nice old voltage lines right there. Not a lot of room as well. No natural grass, no fence around it. Zero. Just goddamn. Where is the new house? We said already there. What else? We got that. Okay. Look at something. Okay, cool. We got that one. We got that clip. Oh, where's that one? Cool. We're declining. No problem. We got the declined boys and girls. Cool. Checking what more or something. I don't know what that is. Okay. It's got models. Actually, no, we should do. Nope, not that one. Just continue on. Okay, there we go. Oof. My chest. What's happening here? People are crying, giving out tips and stuff. But yeah, cool. Cool. What's I got to talk about? I think that might be it, you know. I think that might be it. Rogan Academics have spoken about. Oh yeah, Clavicular. Clavicular in Paris has been brutal to watch. I'm not gonna lie. Clavicular in Paris has been brutal to watch, bro. None of that game that works in America is working over there. People don't seem to really give a fuck about his aura, fame, or know who he is in general. So that's not helping. Plus, he has a terrible game anyway, right? One of his worst things is the fact that he doesn't, you know what I mean, know how to talk to girls properly. But yeah, it's been interesting to watch. To observe all these guys getting fucking super turned up, fucking up the Airbnb, sleeping where they want. Like, it's just weird. It's just a wild place. It's a wild place. Cool, we done clip mate. Kentucky. What's up happening today? I think that may be it. Oh yeah, the Clavicular stuff, isn't it, right? So let me search for my guy Clavicular. Is that no Vic? But it's been kind of dark for him out there, man. He's been getting trolled and run up on. I think some people tried to fucking what's her name? Oh, they didn't try. They did. They nicked his hat while he was walking around the streets of fucking Paris. His little beret. But yeah, some of the interactions he's had with the girls are so fucking brutal, man. What do you say here? Extremely approachable approach and disagreement. Not sure why this has cut so much negative feedback. I say all the time, with women, it's god awful, but at least I have the nerve. Exactly, yeah. His game is truly horrible. His game just involves just looking at someone and hoping his face does the talking, which probably it does, but especially in a city like Paris, like no homo, but there's a lot of like well put together guys there, you know. You won't have to worry about a thing.
Bonjour. Bonjour. I'm American, so I don't really speak. You speak English? What? Well, you look very beautiful. What are you guys up to later tonight? A restaurant? You don't want to spice it up a little bit and hit like a club or something? Not tonight? All good. Well, I hope you guys enjoy your dinner. Take care of yourself. Bye. Yeah, it wasn't feeling it, so I just fucked off.
They wasn't feeling it. That's an understatement, sir. That's a fucking understatement of the year. Understatement of the century, that one. What's that? And he also went during it was probably the best and worst weekend to go in Paris, because this weekend was a Fête de la Musique, FDLM, right? And that is what is it called? Fête de la Musique is party music, essentially, right? And it's like a local thing they do there, where they kind of have a celebration of music for that one day in different parts of France. Everyone does their own thing. But in Paris, it's become a little bit of a thing now. It's become a little bit of an event to be at. So a lot of people went over there to have a good time. So he probably had it's probably the best time for him to see what Paris is like that, but also the worst time because it's not always like that, you know? So yeah, very, very busy and jammed everywhere, and, you know, maybe over-attended to some extent. So this interaction probably was heightened because he went, you know what I mean? But I think it was also good for him. He needs a bit of a reality check, to be fair. He needed a reality check, and I'm glad he got it. He needed a reality check and someone to just like tell him to just, you know what I mean, chill out a bit. Like, chill out, bro. You know what I mean? You're not that, you know what I mean? Like, relax.
Bro, be safe. Bob, be safe. Yeah, this is interesting demographics, I'll say that. Paris ain't safe, bro. Fuck this shit. Yeah, this is not safe. This is like giga risk maxing. Bro, why is it so fucking ghetto here? Like, what is this? What?
He's so scared of black people, isn't it? Why is it so ghetto? He's so scared of blacks. He's so scared of blacks.
It's the most ghetto shit ever. Well, it's just the thing is, people are already fighting like just randomly on their own, so that shit turns into a brawl quickly. Like I saw like a bunch of people arguing.
Like, I didn't know that.
It's not even about us. It's just a fucking like madhouse regardless. Guarantee there's gonna be a lot of crime. And I do.
But I wonder also, I know the security are for his own safety, but I wonder if also bringing security with you like this just makes it worse, you know, it just attracts so much attention. I wonder. I think the security maybe is a bit counterproductive. It makes people want to fuck with you because you got security, do you know what I mean? It makes you want to fuck with you more.
I have a spidey sense, I feel like, that I've developed at this point for this kind of shit. The uneasy feeling is a superpower, I feel like, as a streamer, especially an IRL one. How's it going, man? Nice to meet you.
Really, Julio? Niggas in Paris.
How's it going, man? Nice to meet you.
Jesus Christ, Club. Jesus Christ. Last night in Paris, Clavicular was at a club and his team when the bouncer told one of his team members to take it off. Calf Media stood up for him, okay?
Make it. Okay.
It's gonna get bad later when people start drinking too. Once people start drinking too, it's gonna get bad. Damn, yeah, Paris, it's an interesting city, let's say that. Bro, why is it so fucking ghetto here? Like, what is this? It's the most ghetto shit ever. Wait, your left side. Honestly, yeah.
So funny, so fucking funny. Look at the guy behind him sticking his middle finger up at Clav. This guy hates Clav, man. Look at this guy here sticking his middle finger up his Clav. He looks so scared. Probably the nose is so bad, isn't it? It completely changed. Like, I didn't know. That's what they say, right? Nose jobs are like sneaky plastic surgery because they can really alter the shape of your face, I think, right? Because I think that's one of the LARPs. A lot of girls will say, oh, I only got my nose done. But allegedly, when you get your nose done, it can really alter the face, the structure of your, or the shape of your face, I guess, or what your face looks like. So it's like a sneaky way to get plastic surgery without getting, you know, without really like pulling your face and doing those things. So he does look really different. This nose is terrible, man. It's a proper botch job. And the sad thing is that he's only like, what, 20, 21? He's really got a botched nose. Imagine what he's going to look like when he starts like trying to correct things, you know? He's going to try and correct things. He's going to look so much worse. Ugh. Yeah, he should have kept his nose, man. Clavicular couldn't believe the Prince of Paris claimed to have 3% body fat and said it's impossible. You believe me? No, you don't. Okay. Okay. Clavicular said he didn't feel safe in Paris and couldn't believe how ghetto it was. It's crazy. What he said? Clavicular realized there's an IQ gap between US and Europe after his security guard didn't know how to use Uber. I can't watch that. I can't watch that.
Do you have a gun?
I heard the swelling takes months to go down. He's going to have a tiny little Michael Jackson joint a year from now.
Yeah.
Rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Yep. Exactly. I heard that too. Which again, I had no idea. I didn't know the nose takes that long to heal. Which probably might explain why a lot of people that get their nose broken don't even bother. That might explain, by the way. That might explain why a lot of people that get their noses completely broken just like, you know what, fuck, I'll just leave it as it is. Because the healing process just takes too long. And it might break again, so you're like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just keep it the way it is. You're right, 100% right. Clavicular gets swarmed in Paris and then water sprayed in the face by a random person. Jesus Christ. Someone middle fingered him. Someone stole his red beret. Another person sprayed him with water. Jesus Christ. When these guys go out in public, it's kind of peak, isn't it?
Nice to meet you.
What's up, man?
Why spray water?
Mon gars, c'est bon, stop, mon gars.
Alright,
Spreading water is
let's
crazy.
keep moving. What an asshole. Alright, sweet. Hold on, let me wipe off my shirt real quick.
Oh, he's really pissed off, man. He's really pissed off.
Grosse équipe au milieu du terrain. On fait les choses, mais on n'entend pas demain. On encaisse la moula dans le sac à main. C'est la vraie vie, pas besoin de dessin. T'as vu la gestuelle, elle est rassurée. On n'est pas là pour faire les figures.
That beret was kind of nice. It's kind of sad it's gone. The beret's gone. That beret's kind of nice.
Weird looks and stuff, so. I'm not a fucking dick. You know, I have the worst game, so I don't claim to ever be something I'm not. I'm not a fucking pickup artist. I'm a fucking autist. You know, I'll tell you everything you need to know about looks maxing, but going up to chicks, not my specialty.
I don't know I don't know if it means girls in America are easier or the girls in Europe are harder, but it is quite interesting because in America, when he goes out to Miami, he just stands there. When he goes out in Miami, he just stands there and the girls swarm him. They're literally fighting over him. He goes to fucking Paris and baristas and like waitresses are like giving him the ick. They're rolling their eyes at him. They're not giving him any, I mean, they don't give a fuck. It's really interesting. Maybe a lot of them don't know who he is anyway still, but it's just really interesting the contrast. Like the girls in Miami are like literally queuing up one by one to suck his dick. In Paris, not so much. Actually, the one girl that he was with, the one that was really hot, that one really hot girl that he was with, she wasn't even from Paris. She was from America. She was just out there in Paris with her family the same time that Clavicular was there, you know? Yeah, side by side, man. Yeah, the legs are crazy. One second. Where's any more videos here? Yep, he's doing his thing as well, isn't it? He's doing his thing. Yeah, so this girl here was really cute. This girl here was probably one of the best girls, probably one of the best looking girls I think I've ever seen him with on the stream. She kind of looks like Meghan Markle a little bit. She kind of looks crazy like Meghan Markle, but she wasn't even from Paris. She's like American essentially, you know. And but this girl slid into his DMs, you know. That's why you have to fucking. I need to start putting more content online. I need to start clipping myself because this random girl just slid into his DMs. Just slid into his DMs and said, "Holla, I'm in Paris too. Let's hang out." So yeah, kind of wild, man. Kind of freaking wild. Asks for a refund is crazy. Asks for a refund is crazy. They hate it. Everyone hates him, and everyone fucking hates it. Yeah, once you see it, you see it. Meanwhile, you know, Jesus Christ. What a life. What a fucking life. Okay, I think I've done most of my stuff I was meant to do for today. We might leave it there, people. We might have to leave it right there. It's been a pleasure. I think it's been a fucking actually, you know what? Oh yes, I was going to watch. Let's quickly watch this then, actually, before we end this here. Or maybe let's check out Fearbuck, maybe. Let's see. What's Fearbuck been up to? Let's see Fearbuck quickly. Who's this guy? Who's this?
She coming here.
Who the fuck is Geno Smith? Who the fuck is Geno Smith? Geno Smith, who's that? Oh, he's a quarterback for the Raiders. Oh no, you in trouble, Geno. You in big trouble. Where's that video I was watching? Where are you? A woman is accusing NFL quarterback Geno Smith of beating her and neglecting their special needs child just so he can watch porn and play Call of Duty. Jesus Christ, women will always expose you, innit? I never understand guys who like treat women that they like be with all the time badly, because if they want to expose you, they can tell the real truth about you. You know that. Guys have to be a little bit more careful. Like, don't piss off like your main squeeze. Don't piss off the baby mum. Like, try and be as good with her as possible. Try and be cordial, because if she decides to expose you, you're finished. Because she knows the real you. She knows parts of you that no one knows. You know, like, chill.
She just called the police.
Gino just beat my ass. That's why.
She coming here.
I came in there. I put 7 down.
Wow, he's got a Virgil Maybach in the garage just chilling. He's got a Virgil Maybach in the garage just chilling. They're arguing around a Virgil Maybach.
And I left. You ran outside and attacked me, bitch.
Call the police, man. This is crazy.
You came outside and attacked me.
My family.
Fuck you. I don't give a fuck about y'all, bitch.
Today's the day. Gina beat my ass cause he hates taking care of his special needs kid and can't be left alone with him because he'd rather watch porn and play Call of Duty.
Leave my neighborhood.
You broke my fucking computer. Fuck you. Move. Yeah, look at you. Look at you. Get out of my car.
You bet you.
Get out of my car. Stop.
Get up.
Jesus Christ. Charges pressed. Been supportive of this demon and his narcissistic personality disorder all my damn life. Everything Chris XO. I want to see what she looks like. Who's this woman? Who's this? Everything Chris XO. Everything Chris. Who's that? Everything Chris XO. Ah, she's gone. She deleted her page already. Oh no, it's Chris. It's not that Chris. It's that way. It's the girl way of spelling Chris. So it's K. What should she look like? Oh, it's gone. The page is gone. She took her page out, it looks like. Damn, wait to see what she looks like. Be everything Chris. Did I spell it right? Yeah, did I spell it right? I don't know where she's gone. She might have just gone. Or maybe I got it right in lowercase. Maybe it's a lowercase thing. Maybe I fucked up. Maybe it's a lowercase thing. Everything Chris Ex. Oh yeah, she's gone. She's gone, unfortunately. But yeah, hold your head up, Gino, man. Hold it up, Gino. What? Did you? No, I didn't write. Come on, Koila. Big back, Chris. Crispy. You're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot. You really are a fucking idiot. Tom Brady's ex-wife snubs him in a new Father's Day post on Instagram. I don't know. Oh, she said Happy Father's Day, but didn't put Tom Brady there. But she's not with Tom Brady anymore, isn't it? Wouldn't that be weird if she said Happy Father's Day to a guy that she's not with? And she didn't say it to him, you know? I don't know. I don't have a problem with this too much. I'm not gonna lie. Plus, I don't know what their relationship is like, you know? Plus, wasn't there the story that she told him to retire, then he retired, then he missed the game and unretired, and she said if you go back to play football, I'm divorcing you, and he still did it anyway. You can't blame her, innit? If that's the case, she let him know while gone. He still did it anyway because, you know, he for the love of the game, because Tom Brady is a fucking animal and a super competitor. He got the ring, but he lost his family. I think Tom Brady's okay with that sacrifice, and she's okay that she's found a new man. I don't know. I don't have a problem with it at all. I think both parties got what they wanted out of it. She got the love and attention that she wanted from some other guy, and he got his rings. He lost his family, but he got his rings. That's what matters, no? I don't know. I don't have that much of a problem with it. I think people are freaking out over nothing, really, you know? She's moved on, he's moved on. I don't know. It is what it is. It's a bit petty, don't get me wrong. It's a little bit petty, but, you know, women gonna be petty. Women gonna be petty. It's crazy to think Tom Brady was like, fuck the family, I want another ring though, isn't it? That's like real type A competitor, man. They don't make people like that anymore. Not everyone's built that way. Not everyone is built that way. Not everyone is built that way. This is like another level, bro. Another level. Nah, this ain't good enough. I need one more ring. You know? This is not good enough. I need one more. What a legend. What a fucking legend. Okay, this is stuff we'll do tomorrow as well. Halsey. Okay, cool. We did that. Anything else I missed out on here before we move on? Beyonce released a 7-minute documentary, Hair Journey. Really? Okay. Beyonce, okay, Jesus. What? Streamer accidentally releases Twitch revenue. Check, he can make nearly 25 from just 1,000 average viewers. Really? Yeah, I need to start making this much money. Streamer Braden accidentally leaked his Twitch revenue on stream, showcasing that you can make $25,000 with just 1,000 average viewers. Jesus Christ, man. I need to get some more. I need to get some more viewers, man. What the fuck?
Where is it? Overview chat? Is this it? Okay. Time streamed? I streamed 161 fucking hours! Oh my god. In the last month, I've streamed 161 hours?
I've streamed way more. I ain't got that much money.
Oh my god, how did it? I didn't know it said it!
Big up Krieger. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. We'll do that tomorrow. We'll do the vlog tomorrow because there's not much to watch tomorrow. We'll do the vlog and the Q&A show tomorrow properly. But yeah, I'ma love you and leave you guys. I'ma love you and leave you. It's been a pleasure. Smash the like, hit subscribe before you leave. Smash the like, hit subscribe before you leave. Smash the like, hit subscribe before you leave. If you can. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.